What's up? This is the motherfucking Cleveland to LA podcast. What's going on, everybody? I'm here with Kiala and Pops. TB. He wants to be called TB.
Thank you.
So we going to call him TB for the podcast. What's going on, y'all?
How we doing? It's Keith.
It's good.
That's better this week. That's better this week. My nigga.
You like that?
Yeah. I fuck with that. How y'all week been going? It's midweek. It's hump day.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. You know, it's been a pretty chill week for me. You know, been kind of low key.
Low key.
Yeah.
It's been pretty hectic for me, quite honestly. Not having time to do anything else but sleep and work. So I'm looking forward to this. Something different, you know.
I feel you.
I'm good though.
I went to a fucking pumpkin patch today.
What?
Really?
Yeah, I went to a pumpkin patch.
Really? All right, Charlie Brown.
To pick out pumpkins?
Yeah.
No, to pick out magazines. What you do at a pumpkin patch?
I've never been. So
Well, we was like, we wanted to go see, me and Jess were like, we wanted to go see, like, what's up with the pumpkin patch. I've never been to one, and she had never been to one. But I was in there, I'm like, man, it's a pumpkin patch, but it just don't feel like fall. Like, it's 85 degrees, no fucking leaves.
Yeah.
But it had a lot of pumpkins, though. Which
was
expected. It was
That was the only
expected.
thing to focus on.
It was expected. But this shit,
Fucking
this
with
don't
the
feel
great
like,
pumpkin Charlie Brown.
it don't feel like Halloween, though.
No,
like Halloween's coming up.
Yeah, it does.
No, it don't. Not
Yeah,
to
it
me.
does.
This shit, it's just,
That's because you used to that East Coast Halloween.
that's what it's about, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? You used to that.
That's exactly what I want.
That cold weather with the rain.
It need to be gloomy.
And gloomy.
You can't watch somebody
leaves
killing
falling.
somebody on TV and it's 86 degrees outside.
Sure you
with
can.
the sun is shining.
Absolutely, you can.
Nah.
You just need a glass of Tito's in your hand. Or something like that.
Michael Myers need a dark setting to be watched in.
Then watch it at night. It gets just as dark out here as it does in there at 9 o'clock.
The moon even shine brighter out here. It's even a different moon out here.
Yeah.
It ain't the same shit, bro. It ain't the same shit.
You can say what you want to.
But it's not the same shit.
I like my Halloween.
I get you. I don't like my Halloween hot. It can't
80
be hot.
degrees.
I'm not. It's just like Christmas. Man,
Right.
I remember the first Christmas we had out here.
That shit was funny.
That was funny, but it was 76 degrees. It was 76
We was
degrees.
at the beach like a motherfucker.
It was 76 degrees. The bird pooped on our breakfast. The birds pooped on our breakfast.
We was all together in San Diego.
San Diego.
Yeah, we was in San Diego.
We down in San Diego.
You was out having breakfast outside.
On the terrace.
That's right.
Birds pooped everywhere.
Yeah.
That's not
But
fun.
if in Cleveland, it wouldn't be no birds out there.
Yeah.
They wouldn't poop on our shit. So, nigga. But hey, we gonna do fantasy first. We gonna do the first.
Okay.
And look what I got.
What you got?
This
Where you get that shit from?
This gonna be for the winner.
Oh,
each
the
week.
winner? Okay.
But
That's
that
it.
don't even
That's
fit.
it.
That
It
definitely
don't matter.
fit
It
me.
don't matter. It don't matter. It don't fit me neither.
Okay.
This is the belt. It's
Okay,
the
that's
fantasy
the belt.
belt.
That's cool.
It say Yahoo Fantasy Sports on it.
Okay,
that's
It's the
cool.
fantasy belt.
Okay.
And since I won this week, I'm gonna just take
Oh, so
it.
we just each week, like
Oh,
Each
so
week.
you can donate it each week.
each week. That's
Each
each
week.
That's
Each week.
Whatever.
Whoever is the
What if
winner,
more than one person win?
who got the highest points, who scored the highest points,
Okay.
we'll get the T-shirt.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll get the
I feel
T-shirt.
you. I feel you.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Y'all wanted a twist to this fantasy.
It's
shit.
funny when the week he wins.
Okay.
You come up with some shit.
Finally.
Well, nigga, I had to do something, nigga. It was 0-4 and it was looking ugly, but
Yeah.
we had a head-to-head.
Yeah.
Me and you had a head-to-head. Me and Pops.
Right.
So what you got to say? You was
My
talking
team-
a lot of shit last week.
My team fell out on me.
Like,
Shit,
fell
they
out on
shit
you?
it. Yeah.
Oh,
They shit
I
it.
had 41 on the bench, and I still beat you by like
Whatever, man.
30 some
Nobody
odd
give a fuck
points.
about that shit. He was lucky this time.
How?
Nobody-
I had 41 on the bench. How's that lucky?
Because my next best scorer was on the bench too. The guy who I put in, the one guy I put in who had been scoring points,
Lamar Miller.
and the one guy who hadn't been scoring points,
In the
Drake.
Yeah.
That nigga was going to go for like 24 points.
in the breakdown,
Right.
the week breakdown, there's like you can at least play somebody and not leave out points because I think he had 0.
Yeah, he did, but he played and didn't get no fucking points.
He didn't really play though. Like they gave all the carries to Alfred Blue.
I'm like, what the
He was
fuck
like
is
a healthy
that?
scratch for whatever reason.
Yeah.
He was a healthy
You
scratch.
play Lamar Miller?
Yeah, he was a healthy
But
scratch.
normally he
I
had been
seen
playing
that.
every week though.
Yeah,
But you gotta be interested.
he was a healthy,
I seen that.
No, he was a healthy scratch.
I'm just like,
He played, and they just kept him on the sideline.
Yeah, I got rid of his ass.
Alfred Blue got all the carries for whatever reason. I don't know if he was in trouble. They didn't have no updater with him.
He didn't make it to
seen
dinner.
something about him.
I don't know. They didn't play him though, and they gave Alfred Blue I think he had 20 carries.
Yeah, I got Tyrone, T.Y.
T.Y. Hilton.
He's back in.
He back in this week.
My lineup. I put Drake back in my lineup. Although I am starting the quarterback for the Bengals.
Oh, I'm
Andy
playing
Dalton.
you.
Andy Dalton. Yeah, you played him.
Oh, I'm like, who is we?
You lost this week too. Just I think you had the biggest blowout of the week.
Yeah. You know what?
Is that what you was crying with?
I played the best guy in the league though.
Okay.
So I don't feel as bad.
And you lost the best of the week.
It wasn't that bad though.
Huh?
I don't think it was that bad, was it?
It was 40 some points. I think it was like 43 points, 44 points.
Damn.
But yeah, so
It
it's gonna all be good.
Oh, yeah, y'all play each other this week.
Yeah, I'm about to be 2-4.
Okay. And then I get Kiala next week. So beat him up for me. Get hurt his players and shit.
Just take the niggas out.
Yeah, they can come out the game.
So
we'll see.
I'm about to blow up. I'll be cool. I ain't worried.
Well, I'm going on a win streak.
Whatever, dude. I ain't worried.
I'm going on a win streak.
But this week we had the top 5 fantasy players that got here. It's crazy. I don't know whoever got James Conner for the Steelers.
Yeah.
Kid is balling. He's number 1 in fantasy.
Okay.
Then you got Crowell from the Jets.
Oh, he had like 200 yards rushing.
Yeah, 219.
Yeah, he blew up. Your boy sitting on the bench.
41. 40, yeah, almost
Yeah,
42.
Odell,
Didn't matter, though.
He was number 3.
And that's exactly what I mean. That's how I know you got spanked.
Whatever.
That's getting a spanking.
Whatever.
That's getting a
Nobody
spanking.
trying to hear that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Getting a spanking.
And then
You need to hit.
Robbie
If
Anderson
anybody-
for the Jets.
Yeah.
So the Jets had 2 ballers.
I
on
just
this
told
side.
you about Robbie Anderson.
Dude, he's been
I was
bullshit.
telling
He's been
you about Robbie
bullshit
Anderson
since week 1. He had a good
Well, he
week.
wasn't bullshitting last
Yeah,
week.
he put
He had a
it
good
out.
week. That's
He
fine.
put it out. But you know what?
He's solid though.
He is solid.
Deep threat.
I looked
But
at it
his-
though. He don't look trash. Like,
No, he's not trash.
He's been picking up every week though.
Yeah.
He's been trending.
That's how I
up
play
every
my
week.
defense. I'm picking my defense about who's been trending.
Yeah, he's been
if you
trending.
haven't, if you up and down, I'm not picking you.
Yeah.
If you've been solid,
better,
if you've
yeah.
been solid, I'm going for you.
yeah.
Because
And then-
those are big.
To round out the top 5 is Joe Mixon from the Bengals.
Okay.
Yeah, so
But he's good though. I
Yeah,
knew
yeah.
once he got back, he'd be good.
he's doing good. So anybody out there in your leagues, if you can still pick up, James Conner or Robbie Anderson, both of those are good pickups to get. They're both trending up. Because James Conner, even when Le'Veon get back, they ain't about to give him all the carries. They ain't just about to.
Oh, he gonna get carries. He coming off a bye week, so James Conner
that,
pick him up now because
Right.
Le'Veon coming off a bye week, so he gonna be healthy.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna be healthy
if he plays.
But
That's what I'm saying. This
I'm
is
saying
a guarantee if he been.
Okay, if he playing, he gonna get 25 carries.
No, he ain't.
Yes,
They ain't gonna give him 25.
He gonna get 25 carries plus some tosses.
No, they're gonna keep feeding. Even Ben,
Why would they
because Ben was like
keep
he's
feeding?
earned it.
Why would they keep feeding Conner?
Because-
it's not a I get it, it's an earning thing. Le'Veon Bell is that much better than James.
That's the
Conner.
thing. He really is though.
But they're
a
upset.
different
Everybody's still upset with Le'Veon.
They want to win though. Especially they
That's what I'm
they
saying,
bottom of the division right now.
Yeah.
They behind the Browns,
Yeah.
so they need to
They
win.
tied with the Browns.
Yeah, but when wins and losses come out, and if the season ended right now, they will be behind the Browns because they got a division loss.
Okay.
And they got division loss and division tie.
Yeah.
So they need guys. James Conner until Le'Veon come back. But Le'Veon, that nigga he gonna take carries.
You can't act like this is just gonna be different. Like no, he's gonna be back in his place.
Yeah. Robbie Anderson, that's a
But that's a solid pickup.
That's a solid pickup.
That's a solid pickup.
solid pickup. Anything from you?
Oh well, we talked. Let's talk about these rookie quarterbacks, man.
Hold on, we're not going to quarterback. You're not going to quarterback shit. We're talking about fantasy.
He's still on the fantasies right
Anything
now.
for
He's still
fantasy?
on the fantasies.
Well, all I know is I'm gonna win.
You gonna win?
Yeah, man.
Whatever, bro.
Jordan Howard back off from.
You don't even sound convinced. You don't sound convinced in that, dude.
Here's the thing.
I love the trash talk.
Here's the thing. You don't really. I'm not really listening to you because you
Okay.
spoke a whole lot of shit last week,
Yeah.
and you got your ass handed to
That's
you.
just, so what?
So
you talk
I
a lot
don't
of
have-
shit too, and you
I
got
did
your
know.
ass handed to you.
I'm humble
You-
about it
you
because
took-
I know what the score
You didn't
gonna
just
be.
You didn't get your ass handed to you. They
You can
took
take
your
all the
ass
notes you
home
want on
and
fantasy,
just kept it.
but at the end of the day, the
You know,
score
you
is
didn't
going
even
to be
got your
below
ass
what
at
you
the
thought
house.
it was going to be.
Whatever, dude. I'm still gonna be winning.
Okay.
I'm
I
a
hope
winner.
so.
You're gonna be losing.
This week, I can't wait to see the score between y'all two, because I whooped on you already, but I can't wait to whoop on you too, because y'all both been talking shit this whole fucking last month.
It's crazy because you've been talking to shit.
I have been talking shit. I have been talking
You
shit.
talk a lot of shit.
I talk all my
The
shit.
most shit, though.
But you know what? That's all right, because I'm gonna make the playoff and you not.
What's crazy is that I beat you and you still ahead of me in the
I know.
fucking rankings. Like, that's,
Exactly.
what kind of bullshit is that?
Yeah, that's whack.
Because I scored more points. Let's just add some,
my God.
whatever.
You spoke about the points thing, though. That was the thing. You said the points matter. You had, like...
No,
yeah,
I did say the points matter.
Right.
You're right. I did say the
Therefore,
points matter.
I scored more points than
Don't
you.
try to throw it to the
Yeah,
side now.
okay,
That's
but-
all I'm saying.
But what sport when what sport head to head don't count before points? Fantasy.
Fantasy. Fantasy.
That's the only thing.
In no other sport
Yeah, fantasy.
head to head. So even if you fucking win, I'm still gonna beat you.
Yeah, whatever.
I beat you.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
What we got? Where y'all want to go football verse? No, we gonna go. We gonna go Conor and Khabib.
Okay.
We gonna go Conor and Khabib.
I don't know if anybody saw that.
I'm sure a whole bunch.
Is he going to make it through these 6 fights still?
That's what thing. Like this is gonna fuck his whole shit up because he just got a 6-fight deal.
He whooped that ass.
And you come on getting beat up like that.
And because he got beat up.
No, it
wasn't even close.
Nah,
he got beat up. And he talking about he want a rematch. And the only thing I see, this ain't no Diaz. He gonna beat his ass up again.
It's the thing. The thing was,
But, okay.
I feel like Conor, he didn't have no warm up fight. How do you come out and
That's what
fight
I'm
Khabib
saying.
and not take no warm up fight? Khabib was fresher. Conor, like he does in every fight, he wears down.
Right.
So second round, then even the first couple rounds, he was getting beat up.
Right.
But the second round,
by the second time,
he
the
looked-
second round,
He
he looked tired.
He looked
Serious.
tired.
He looked tired.
Even his punches didn't even hit with nothing. Like his punches didn't.
That's
even,
why
they were
that's
standing
why
in there boxing.
Khabib stood there in the ground because
his
he was like,
punches
"You ain't
wouldn't
got
hit.
nothing.
His punches wasn't hitting with shit."
You ain't got nothing."
And then he almost broke his neck trying to. And what's
Yeah.
crazy, he was choking him,
Right.
and he wasn't trying to let go.
Yeah. He really was gonna let go.
Herb had to break.
Yeah, he was like,
had to break
"Dude, let him go, let him go, let him go, let him go, let him go."
The bell is ringing. This nigga is still choking, and he choking and turning. Like
Yeah,
he was trying to
he
really,
got the crank on for
yeah,
real.
he was
gonna
trying to
snap his
really
neck.
break his neck.
He was gonna snap
He was whatever was really going on with them. He was really
Well,
upset.
see, he kind of talked. He talked about his country.
Yep.
He talked about his religion.
Okay.
And then he said a lot of shit, derogatory shit about his father.
I feel you.
And he took it to heart.
He took it to heart. Yeah.
And he was like, "You still talking shit?"
And Conor wasn't ready, but you know how this nigga is real.
Yeah.
He just got done fighting 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And jumped
jump over the ring
to go fight some more.
That's right. Diving into the crowd.
Like, he real thugged out.
Yeah, he's like,
he thugged out.
Yeah. What you got? Because that's what he said. He's like,
Yeah,
we coming to get you.
Yeah.
wasn't
And
ready
you
for
thought you had the game?
Yeah.
While I'm handling business outside the ring, my gang is sneaking inside
But
the
the
ring.
thing is, it wasn't even like that. They was coming into the ring.
Yeah.
But Conor threw the first punch.
That's what I
Conor threw
found
the
out.
first punch of Khabib's trainer.
Yeah.
So then they jumped into the ring because they just coming
They
into
didn't
the
talk
ring.
about that until after.
They were just coming into the ring, and Conor throws the first punch. So, honestly, it should be if they talk about suspensions. Conor need to be his check need to be withheld.
Well, he already got his check. But I'm sure they're
I'm
going
just
to hit him
saying.
with a fine.
I'm just saying if they were talking about the checks being withheld, his check should have been withheld as long as they held Khabib's check.
Right.
So they both need to be hit with fines if they're gonna do suspensions or whatever.
They both need to be.
They both need to be suspensions.
Yeah.
Because Conor didn't have to swing on dude.
Right.
All he was coming in the ring.
And what's so crazy about this is after this fight, a lot of it is Conor is being Khabib is being looked at as the bad guy.
Yeah.
And
Well,
no one
you know,
even understands
he's
this goes
the Russian.
back.
And that he is
He's
the
the
Russian.
Russian.
He is the
Yeah.
Russian.
He's the Russian.
But we have short-term memory in society because we
Yeah.
all forget.
Right.
That he was on that bus.
On the bus. Yeah.
On the bus,
That's
yeah,
what
on that
started.
bus.
And that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
You know, if
This is when it started
if
way
the
back.
UFC didn't, and the UFC didn't suspend Conor for that.
Right.
He had some legal issues.
Yeah.
But the UFC didn't suspend Conor for that. So if they didn't suspend Conor for that,
They better
then
not.
I don't see how they can suspend him for this.
And this is where I feel like it's $4 billion into the business. So I know Khabib was mad,
Yeah.
but I don't think they really care.
Yeah, not at the end of the day.
Yeah, at the end of the day. At the end of because this is I want to watch it again. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And whoever else saw, of course they don't want people jumping over it.
Right. But
check,
all that helped.
But check though. Yo, when we was watching the fight I was down in Manhattan Beach, right?
Okay.
I know this is about to sound crazy, but damn near every white person in there was screaming for Conor.
I believe it.
That don't even
every white person in there was screaming for Conor.
Yeah, I believe it.
When he lost, you felt deflation in the heart. It was like,
how could you feel deflation? Because I never thought he was gonna win, but throughout the whole fight, so it shouldn't have been.
But so many people just was like,
"Oh, he's gonna catch him. He's gonna catch him.
It's Conor.
Nah.
He's gonna catch him.
Nah.
He's gonna win.
Nah.
He's gonna." Oh, God, he's losing.
Because he was really losing.
Yeah,
like, he got caught standing up.
Yeah,
I thought he was supposed to be the better fighter.
Every facet of the game,
but every time
he was getting beat boxing, he was getting beat on the ground.
And that was supposed to be his strength.
Yeah, he couldn't box. He couldn't get on the ground.
Every time Conor did anything in the bar,
they went nuts.
Ah!
Right, they had to get any little thing out.
That happened twice. Because he only did two things.
You heard the roar when he walked in.
Yeah, right.
He only did two things.
You heard the roar when he was able to not get taken when he got away from the takedown. You heard the roar.
And when he lasted the round, that's about it.
They really clapped for that. Because he might get knocked out. They probably poking like this nigga look like he was really about to be done. So let's clap it up for him. That was we're gonna go into. Do you want to see a rematch of that? Do you want to see? Do you think
a rematch?
You think?
I absolutely. Simply because I don't like Conor.
I don't like Conor neither.
I want to see him get his ass whooped again.
I don't like Conor neither.
It's good for the sport.
See, I want to see him really get his ass. It's kind of like.
Is this good for the sport? Because they put they had the 6th fight for Conor. So is this really good for the sport if he can't win?
It's good for the sport. It ain't good for Conor.
Why is this good for the sport? Because I feel
because
like
he is the sport.
No.
Yes,
fair. And that's what I'm saying.
No, he's the face of the UFC.
Right.
But he's not the face of the sport.
But he's the money maker. And I'm
for
saying
the UFC.
Right. This is what we're talking about. We're not talking. None of the other ones matter. The UFC is the big one. So he makes some money off of that. Ronda Rousey.
He brings in money.
When Ronda Rousey lost, and Ronda Rousey really lost, like he got choked out on the ground with Nate Diaz, but he knew he could have beat Nate Diaz.
Right.
I feel like in his soul, he knows he can't beat Khabib. So when Ronda Rousey, which was the moneymaker for a while before Conor, when she really felt like she couldn't fuck with it no more, she just went and she kept getting knocked out. She got knocked out 3 times in a row and she was done.
Yeah.
So this is they got him for 6 fights. Will he last 6 fights?
No.
You don't think he'll last 6 fights?
No, he's gonna be done after the next one because the rematch is with Khabib.
They started off
with Khabib. Once they have that rematch, and because in that rematch he really gonna beat Conor. He gonna
really beat Conor this time.
But he gonna.
I don't think it'll be worse. I don't think it'll be worse at the same time.
I don't know. You know what? I don't think it'll be worse because he
already know he had a warm up. He didn't have a warm up fight.
I think he understands. I think he'll still lose. I think Khabib is a better fighter.
When you fight somebody once, you know something.
Yeah,
you know what you can take a look at.
I think he gonna have to work. I think
he know he got to up his card.
The thing was he was boxing him and then he was taking him down. So if he can play for the takedown defense and he can stand there and box him, he'll have a better shot.
He'll have a better shot. He'll definitely have a better shot
and he need to learn how to duck too.
Can't be getting caught.
His weave game wasn't on point.
His bob weave game.
This shit wasn't on point.
He was running into it. But yeah,
right. He kept getting punched, and it was like, God damn, Conor, move your head right up just a little bit.
It'd be late,
this thing. But you see his beard fly back, his hair fly back. Right. Like, God damn, Conor.
Yeah.
Derrick Lewis, y'all saw that shit. That was 2 fights.
That shit was funny.
Derrick Lewis.
The whole fight.
Yeah.
You know, we was talking about it earlier, but Derrick Lewis, he said it himself in the interview. He was so far out of shape.
Right.
You know, that he was just lucky he was lucky to make it through the fight.
My bad. That's me. I
look at the look I got just now from this nigga though.
Like, what the fuck, John?
And that is your fault.
Your shit.
Damn.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
My bad, y'all.
He's just so used to just throwing a look.
I'm so used to it, y'all being y'all doing this shit.
Welcome to the club.
Right.
Yeah, my bad, y'all. My bad. I fucked up.
But he was so out of shape.
Yeah.
That he didn't expect to finish the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he went. The dude, he was beating him, but he wasn't beating him. He was
He
catching
wasn't
him with some punches and shit, but he wasn't beating him.
No, but
And,
like I say, I think Derrick Lewis' problem was that he was really out of shape.
yeah, of course, he looked out of shape.
Yeah, he.
You
really
know what
out of
kills
shape.
me is like, I don't know heavyweights. I don't think they got a actual weight that they got to make.
They don't.
But Daniel Cormier, he fights at 205.
Right.
He is never 205 when the fight comes around, because he looked the same as he looked when he fought heavyweight. He can't be 205 once the fight starts. Once the fight, because man, if he's 205, he's 5'9", 5'10", maybe. Yeah. And to be 205, man, he looked huge. He looked like 250 at 205.
Well, Derek called him a little guy.
Yeah, well, that motherfucker huge. Big as shit.
The other called him a little guy.
But he was the whole fight, man. He was, if he could have caught him and won, the fight would have ended earlier. Because he was throwing that same punch that he knocked him out with. He was literally throwing that one punch.
I think he relied on that. Like, I'm gonna just have to catch this.
But that's all. When you really watch, when you
Well,
watch
the
heavyweights,
that's all
they man. They not
A
trying
few
to
of them
fight.
kick you.
They're not trying to fight 5 rounds.
Yeah,
I'm sure they not.
They're trying to knock you the fuck out, and that's
You
it.
done with it.
Yeah, and he was like, man, we going too long. We've been going too long.
He like, can you step a little bit closer? And the other guy was super like, okay.
Oh yeah, he said, you said step closer. Okay, come on, I got you.
I got you.
And
With
he
10
hit him.
seconds left.
But before
That's the
that, he
crazy
punched
part.
him in the face and his mouthpiece fell out. And then Herb Dean picks up the mouthpiece and like, this is yours. He's like, that's not mine. Like, how can you not feel that your mouthpiece not your mouth? Like, did he hit you that hard that your shit just went numb?
Yeah. Can't feel his face.
Nigga had
Got that
mouthpiece in his
Novocaine.
mouth.
Had that Novocaine.
And then he hit him again. I'm like, my God. And it was forceful.
Yeah.
And he hits him and he was done right there.
Yeah.
He was all done.
He was
The extra
the
hits
10
wasn't even
seconds left.
necessary, though.
Yeah, the extra punches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was unnecessary. You know, but also, Derrick Lewis got the interview of the night.
He got the interview. He got the fighter. Well, I don't know. I give Khabib fighter of the night.
Khabib got fighter tonight.
He got fighter of the night.
But Derrick Lewis definitely got interviewed.
He won the night.
Yeah,
he won the night.
Yeah.
He won the night. He won a lot of people over.
Yeah.
He really did though.
Yeah, he won a lot of people over.
When you can stand up there and tell the whole world your balls are hot.
He honest. We love honesty.
Yeah.
We love, especially funny honesty.
Look, you can't talk about nobody being realer than that.
Yeah.
Nobody is more real than that.
And then they fighting. They come in UFC 230.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if Daniel Cormier is gonna be able to defend the fight, but he wrestles though.
Yeah. But what's his name? He already said he's like, I can't talk about the championship. I need to get my ass in shape.
But they fighting for the championship.
Who, Derrick Lewis
And Daniel Cormier they doing UFC 230.
Really?
Yeah, they doing UFC 230 in November. So because they did an interview. That was that interview we was watching. That was for the announcement of UFC 230.
Right.
So they fighting for that.
I don't know.
I think Daniel, the thing is he can catch
chicken.
He can Popeyes.
My fault.
Yeah.
It's Popeyes.
Look,
Derek.
Even though churches is fire, but Popeyes.
My fault, Derek. It's the Popeyes fried chicken that he's upset about.
So
no disrespect.
I think Daniel Cormier can take him down because he's a good wrestler.
Yeah.
So and he's not that. All he got is his punches.
Yeah.
So if he catches Cormier, he might be lights out. But both of them pretty. So. Cormier got knockout power too.
Yeah, he does.
He saw he knock out Stipe, the nigga from Euclid, Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, I know, dude.
I didn't know. The nigga looked at me cockeyed though, right? Like he didn't know. So
whatever, dude.
I had to reassure you,
dude. I know.
Okay, just making sure, my God.
Whatever, man.
So what did we? Let's hop in the NFL. What was y'all anything that stood out to you, one of you guys?
Either the Falcons' defense is really beat up, or the Steelers got their mojo back offensively.
Yeah, I was thinking kind of the same thing. I was looking at Connor. He had a big game, which was good.
Yeah,
but I don't know if like you said, if it's the consistency, if it's going to be there for Connor.
Okay,
because the Pittsburgh Steelers, once they become one dimensional with just the passing game, they're a little bit easier to defend.
In the last two losses, Kansas City, they was down by 21. They couldn't run the ball.
Right.
down 14-0 against Baltimore, couldn't run the ball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that I feel like his numbers are not all his fault.
Right.
So just when you, so I think if they end the game and Ben is not having to throw it 60 times, I think he's still dependable.
Yeah, I do.
You know what I'm saying? I think he's still dependable.
He's shown that he can still do it, which is cool.
Mine was Pat Mahomes. He's getting figured out. He had,
you think so?
Yeah,
He had 2 picks, right?
He had 2 picks, and he didn't throw any touchdowns. He's getting figured out because, like I said, there's more film on him.
Well, and I agree, but
Jacksonville is a good defense.
Jacksonville is a great defense,
Really good defense.
and you can't expect him.
No, you couldn't expect him to keep that same pace.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Is it fair to say that he's getting figured out though against the top defense?
You missing my point. I'm not saying because Denver, he didn't have a great game against Denver in the first half. It was a cold ball that should have been picked in Denver that didn't get picked off. So I'm saying they're watching him, they're understanding him, and
fair.
he's making game 4, game 5, game 6 mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I still think he's a talented quarterback. But I think he's coming back to the pack.
Right.
I get you.
He was so far out that it was a done deal that he was MVP.
Right. If he had stayed on that pace,
Well,
Of course,
yeah.
But to me, he's coming back to the pack.
and they play the Patriots this week.
They play the Patriots this week.
That's very interesting.
So I think this would be a big thing for Tom Brady and for him because Kansas City defense is terrible.
Yeah.
And if we didn't have Blake Bortles as a quarterback, which is bringing me to my number one fact of this podcast. My number one fact of this podcast. If they didn't have Blake Bortles as the quarterback, which they threw the ball up and down the field on Kansas City defense because their defense isn't good.
It really isn't.
He had I think 4 picks and fumble, which is 5 turnovers in the game.
Exactly.
It's 5 turnovers in the game. But I was watching Blake Bortles, and this motherfucker threw the ball off somebody's helmet and he went for a pick
I saw that.
into the end zone.
And I'm like, saw that. Though.
What the fuck is this guy looking at to where he throws the ball and he threw it hard as shit for it to fly into the. They was like on the 8-yard line, so he had to throw that ball hard. He threw it hard as shit into his lineman helmet, and then that flew into the end zone for a pick in the red zone. But the bigger thing is right now he's on record-setting pace for pick sixes.
Yeah.
He has 13 right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's tied with Tom Brady, who has played almost 20 years. Tied. It's a bunch of guys with 13. But he's tied with Tom Brady, who's almost played
for 20
years of football. On this pace, it'll be all the records broken.
4th season, 5th season?
He's 4 seasons in with 13. The closest person is Joey Harrington, who played, I think, 6 seasons.
Right.
And he has 15. But, of course,
he's on pace to beat that.
Yeah,
this year,
man, he might.
Few games.
Yeah,
next week.
It might be next week. Dude, what's crazy to me is that Colin Kaepernick has 3, and can't get a job.
Right.
And this guy, his record is 24, I think 49. He's won 1 playoff game. Colin Kaepernick has had a much better career.
Yeah.
And he still can't get a job, and this guy can get an extension, which is just mind blowing to me.
Yeah.
It's always gonna be mind blowing to me because he's the biggest turnover machine to maybe ever, and to maybe.
But he's a nice guy.
No, of course he's a nice guy.
And he got a haircut.
And he took a pay cut.
And
well, he had to take that.
He had to
He
take
took
a pay
it.
cut.
He took a pay cut.
He had to take that pay cut.
Yeah. Good choice. All right.
He had to take that pay cut.
You know what though?
Go ahead.
That I think I know I said that the Pittsburgh was more impressive. I think though that Monday night game was a bit more impressive for me. Seeing what Drew Brees came through and what he was able to accomplish, and then seeing him. I wasn't saying more impressive. That's a good thing though. More impressive. I was saying, just whatever stood out to you. Got you.
Yeah, go ahead.
And they talked about a story,
right.
where he came from and the type of work ethic he has. And they gave him a little mic. And I mean, I know that could be staged a little bit, but I think that's who he is. And for him to do what he did, coming from where he came from, it said a lot.
Right.
It said a lot for me.
And just to add on that, of course, he has 499 touchdown passes right now, Drew Brees, which puts him 1 behind Brady, who just joined the 500 club, along with Peyton Manning and Brett Favre. So I'm pretty sure this week, Brees is joining 500 touchdowns.
Of course he will.
And it's going to be a battle. I think both of them are going to pass Favre probably in the next 3 weeks because Favre only got 508. So long before the season is over, they're going to pass Favre. But I think if Brees stay on course, because he just took the all-time passing yardage.
Right.
If Brees stay on course at the end of the day, he'll still be playing when Brady's retired, and he'll end up with the touchdown record as well. Because Peyton holds the touchdown record at 539 right now.
Right.
So with that being the case, I'm sure if Brees play another 3 years, Brees is 37.
Yeah, I don't think he want to play another 3 years.
I think he'll do another 3 years.
It seems like a lot of these QBs don't mind doing it anymore.
Especially nowadays. You're not getting hit no
Especially
more.
that and
they got to shine a light on
figured
you.
it out
Yeah,
almost.
they figured out not to get hit and stuff.
Yeah.
Going back to that, it's two other guys that Christian Ponder, and this is how I understand how he still has the job.
You
Christian
telling
Ponder,
me he's still in the league?
No, he's not in the league.
Okay.
But he was he had I think 7 in 3 years.
Right.
So he did 3 years and he's out of the league.
Right.
And who was the other guy? It's crazy. I'm looking at these stats. I'm like, how does this dude still have a job? Yeah, Christian Ponder had 7 in 3 years, and it was one more guy I was looking at. Oh, Ryan Leaf.
Oh, that was ridiculous.
Yeah, and these guys are considered some of the biggest busts
Yeah.
in NFL history.
Ryan Leaf was definitely one of the biggest busts.
He had 6 in 3 years.
Because he's in prison now. I think he's still.
I know he went to prison.
He's
I don't-
out.
He's out. Okay. And these guys are considered some of the biggest busts in NFL history. But he gets a contract extension, and Colin Kaepernick can't get a job after taking the team to the Super Bowl. Hold on, excuse me. And multiple conference championships.
Yeah.
Colin Kaepernick can't get a job. Even and the last season, they were 1-10, I think. The last year Colin Kaepernick played, but he was 16-4. Picks, touchdowns and picks.
Right.
Touchdowns and picks. He was 16-4. So it just amazes me that he can still play in this league and still lead a team and still be considered a decent quarterback. And Colin Kaepernick can't get a job, which is just mind blowing. But we're off the Blake Bortles shaming.
You know what? Blake Bortles is not upset.
I think he's shaming himself.
I don't think he's even. You know why? Because every week when he cashes his check, he's proud of himself.
Because he you know how
he knows he's stealing money.
He already going to the bank. He got his little dance on. He do his 2-step. Every time he get to the bank, he got his 2-step going.
Yeah.
He got a smile on his face. Mm-hmm. He's doing his 1-2, 1-2.
Yeah.
All the way to the bank.
He one of the biggest finessers in history.
He almost like Chandler Parsons, and there was another guy though.
I'm the one in the history of the world. Like all time world history, this guy is one of the biggest finessers ever.
I wish I could think of the other guy, dude.
Who you talking about?
I'm trying. It was. I can't think of it. I'll tell you if I say it.
Yeah, this motherfucker. I'm like, man, how do y'all keep? What is he? It's like, what do he have on that organization?
Right. And see,
that's what
and
I
here's the
started
other
wondering.
thing. But here's what gets me is that, like, you could look at, like you said, Ryan Leaf, Jamarcus Russell, guys that they consider a bust that had,
he doesn't. He has
one contract,
24, 49.
Right.
Most
This guy.
turnovers.
Was he getting college?
You know the only
he was
other
decent.
person who's been able to finesse some shit like that? Mark Sanchez. But Mark Sanchez did have one good year.
He had a couple.
He
had a
one
couple.
good season.
The thing with Mark Sanchez is that he wasn't turning the ball over like this guy,
Right.
and that's my thing with. He's a turnover machine. Like, he has the machine next to him, and he's passing out turnovers.
You like hit the button,
And they're mind blowing. I've seen the one where he threw, and he wasn't even looking. He was looking the other way and just tossed the ball. I'm like, how do y'all keep letting this guy start quarterback for y'all?
Yeah.
He has the outlier game against the Patriots, and everybody thinks, oh, he's turned over a new leaf. No pun intended. And he hasn't. He's still that same guy that it's blowing my mind. It's blowing my fucking mind. I'll never understand how they keep giving this guy a fucking job. But we'll go on to what y'all think about. Did y'all watch the end of the Cowboys and who was that? Cowboys Houston game?
Yeah, I did.
So we're talking about the big decision.
Y'all think he should have went for it?
Yeah, I would. I just thought he was gonna go for it. It's the end of the game. Game is on the line.
You're OT. Like,
yeah.
You're overtime. Yeah. You're overtime, and you're on your 42.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
You're on your 42, and you punt the ball. Like,
yeah.
But that just shows how much confidence they had in that offense.
It's not.
I think so.
Fine.
The defense been playing better.
That's cool.
So that's what they put it on.
That's cool. But you're in overtime.
Right.
You gotta win.
You gotta win the
that's
game.
The thing. I think because of all the other situations, you should have done it.
You gotta go for it. You
because
gotta
of that.
put if you trying to talk about the confidence, I would instill confidence into Dak.
Right.
I believe in you.
Let's go for it.
Go win this game. We're on our 42-yard line, and if we don't get it, what the real confidence is, if we don't get it, I got my defense right here.
Right.
That will back us up.
4th and 1?
It was 4th and 1.
Right.
And you punt the ball.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's what
quarterback sneak it?
To me, that's instilling confidence.
Quarterback sneak it, handed to Zeke.
Just sneak it though.
Yeah, you that's what
Tom
you got.
Brady
That's what you
it.
have
Right.
that for. You got Zeke back there in that offensive line for.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's for situations like this. I need a yard to win this football game on the road, so I'm not down. I'm not 2-3
Right.
on the season. This
Exactly.
is what you have that for.
But you know what? I think in that moment, Jason Garrett showed who he was as a coach, and I think
A loser.
as a coach, I think he's
a loser. He's a loser of a coach.
If we had to look at who's definitely on the hot seat, is Jason Garrett.
Gotta be.
You know, I know he married the boss's daughter or something like that. You know, they call him family, whatever.
Yeah, they do call him family.
You know, but
I don't understand how. That's that good old boys club, man.
There comes a point in time where you take the reins back. You know, look at Jeannie Buss.
What do I right?
You know what I'm saying?
Do Jerry? It's to the point where do Jerry really want to win? And I think he finally
I thought
with his
so,
comments
too.
Mm-hmm. But I think he's finally seeing it. Like, man, this ain't the guy.
Right.
It may not be.
No matter how much he
much
wanted
I
to
like
be.
him. I like him.
I want him to be the guy. This guy ain't the guy.
He ain't the guy.
This might not be. Yeah.
He ain't the guy. And finally, man, what kills me is that everybody want to blame Dak in these situations, and not in the situations, but in these losses.
Right.
So for me, we see all these young quarterbacks you got that are playing well. You got not Blake. You got Mayfield.
Baker.
Excuse me. You got Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
You got Jared Goff. Am I missing another young one that's doing really good?
Sam Darnold.
That's doing really good.
Man, look. All right.
No. It's because there's one more I'm missing.
Josh Rosen.
No.
He had a good week too.
No. You're missing my point. It's Baker.
We talking about rookie quarterback?
No. I'm talking about young quarterbacks. in
Oh,
general.
okay. Jared Goff?
Mahomes, Goff.
Okay.
I think it's one more. But my thing is that they got good pieces around them on the offensive side.
Exactly.
That's the biggest thing for me too.
And
in Dallas, they have no receivers.
They have no receivers.
And
that's what's killing me is that these guys aren't pass blocking like they used to, like the last 2 years. They're not passing blocking like that.
Well,
and you don't have no guys.
And
you don't have no guys that can get separation on the outside.
Their center is missing. Their starting center, he's out. And then you got these guys. You know, they can't get any separation, and the only person who can catch is Cole Beasley.
Go ahead though.
But even Cole Beasley, he's not getting no separation either.
Like, well, I'm saying he can catch though.
But he's not.
If you put the ball on him,
but you're not getting no separation though.
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson. He got guys too. Yeah. He got Will Fuller and D Hop.
Mm-hmm.
So these guys can't. All these guys have weapons.
Right.
And
he got one bullet in his gun.
He got Zeke.
Yeah, that's his one bullet.
He throws the fade to Zeke.
Yeah.
He runs we want to run
real
ISO
route.
we run ISO to Zeke.
Right.
We want to run blast. We run blast to Zeke.
That's really all he got.
That's all he got. Like I feel like you can't really grade him out, and I feel like this will be one of the things that they're going to be like, well, Dak is playing bad. And I see Shannon Sharp on Undisputed every week blame Dak for these losses, and I feel like he's not being graded fairly because how can you don't have a true number one. No matter you don't have a true number two.
No,
you don't have a true number two.
When your receivers can't catch a cold in a rainstorm,
They not getting open. They not catching. They're not catching the ball. Like I don't know. And it's like I understand that you have to play good. You got to play good, but you gotta get the same excuses to other young quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Then you give it that you give these excuses to Dak.
Yeah.
Because just having Zeke, it ain't enough. You got to be able to throw the ball. You have to be able to throw the ball.
In this league, yeah.
Yeah, this is the way they set this league up. You got to be able to throw the ball.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm on the fence with Dallas.
You know what? I'm Dallas is my sleeper pick.
Dallas is your sleeper pick?
That's in the NFC. I know they're 2-3 right now.
No, that's a good sleeper pick.
That I think that in the next couple of weeks they're gonna pull it together, and they're gonna make the wild card. They're gonna be the wild card, you know, and then make the playoffs.
Okay,
you know that's what I feel.
I was looking at mine and I was saying Steelers, but the only reason I was saying Steelers because they're at the bottom of the division right now. And then I looked some more.
Well,
what?
I was that was my NFC sleeper pick. I got it.
No.
The Browns are my AFC sleeper pick.
No, I looked at the Steelers, and that was the team for me. That was the sleeper pick, and I kind of was going back and forth because they 2-2-1. They're not under 500,
Right.
But they 2-2-1, and they're at the bottom of the division. And the only other team I could think of that would be a sleeper is Detroit. I've been saying Detroit. Even though their division is kind of tough,
They got some good wins, man.
Yeah, they got 2 good wins.
They got some good wins.
Green Bay they already beat,
And the Patriots, man.
and the Patriots.
Right.
So I said this was the year for Detroit, and they started off a little shaky.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stick with Detroit
That's
as
a
being
good pick, man.
as being the sleeper pick. I feel like they'll bounce back.
Yeah.
I feel like they'll bounce back to. And I don't think the division is as tough as we thought it was.
Right.
Nah.
Because we thought that division was like going to run away, and the Bears is a surprise team.
And that was gonna say that was my team.
Yeah, no, I said sleeper. I was talking about like
not playing well.
Not playing well right now. Like who got losing records and
Gotcha.
yeah. So I was looking at that's who come out. Detroit. They got 2 good wins, and they had the bad loss to start the season off, but I think they bounced back.
You know, but I think the Browns. I think the Browns gonna end up with a wild card coming out of the AFC.
Right now it's Browns, Baltimore, and Cincinnati. So and the Steelers, they're all in the same spot.
Right.
So
right.
Are you saying the Steelers not gonna make the playoffs?
No, I think the Steelers are gonna be a little bit better, and they're gonna be good enough not to be the wild card. So the Steelers will be good enough not to be the wild card, but I think the Browns get the wild card.
Okay, so we're gonna stay in that division. So who misses the playoffs? Because the Steelers are at the bottom of that division.
Steelers gonna win it.
No, I said who misses the playoffs because somebody has to miss the playoffs.
I think Cincinnati is gonna revert back to being Cincinnati, and even Baltimore. I think both of those guys.
Well,
I
beat the
see
Steelers at home.
Baltimore more so than Cincinnati because I think Cincinnati's offense they found it in a sense, and if they stay healthy, I mean, this is messed up because even without Tyler Eifert, and he wasn't even really contributing as it was, and the defense, I mean, they got some young guys that they've drafted that playing well.
Was they down by 17 or something like that against Miami this week?
I don't know.
They was down. I think they was down like 17-7 or something like that to Miami, and they came back and they put it on Miami. They ended up beating by I think like 14 points.
Yeah. I seen a little of them in the preseason, and I don't know. I just felt like they was clicking just a little bit better this year. So for me, I see Baltimore missing it.
See Baltimore missing?
No, I see Cleveland. I'm
I
playing with
Browns.
y'all. I honestly see Cleveland. I don't see it happening. I think that Baker it's been good, but he's about to. I think just he hasn't played enough. I think, and he needs to play a few more games. I think he's gonna hit a rep. It's gonna be a really bad one. I think
that's one of the toughest divisions in football right now. Is
well, that's always a tough division every year.
Yeah, I'm saying I feel like it's the toughest division because the Browns are good now.
Yeah.
The Browns have a good football squad. So top to bottom, Cincinnati's good. Baltimore is having a bounce back year. Cleveland and you got the Steelers. And schedule wise, I think if we get the win, and I know we're gonna get the Browns win, but if we get the Baltimore win, we get the other Baltimore win, I think we'll be set up good because we got Cincinnati this week.
I was about to say, who do we play this week?
We got Cincinnati this week.
It's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game. And
no Bell, baby.
well, we get Bell back for the Browns. Which I think it'll be solid.
Yeah, we play Cincinnati again, right?
We play everybody twice. Yeah. So we got two more. We got two for Cincinnati, but this week for Cincinnati.
Another Baltimore game.
We got another Baltimore game. We got another Browns game.
Sounds good.
A division that I thought would be strong is
Denver?
It's weak. It's weak. No, I didn't think Denver was solid.
No, I meant the division, but I got you.
It's pretty weak. Is the NFC East?
They all ass.
It's pretty weak. They got.
I knew Philly would take a step back though, but the Giants, I didn't think they'd be that bad.
I didn't think they'd be 2-3. I definitely didn't think the Philly would be 2-3. But they're 2-3. The Giants are 1-4. Dallas are 2-3.
Dallas,
Washington is 2-2.
Yeah, that's the best record.
Yeah, that's the best record in the division.
Washington gonna take it off.
No. I think after last.
I think Philly or Dallas is going to come back and win that division.
You think so?
Yeah, I think Philly or Dallas.
Do you think the Giants that monumental game they played after them
comments? This is leading into that topic. Odell, how do you guys agree with Odell? First off, do you agree with Odell?
Absolutely. First thing.
Okay.
And I'll let you talk, but I'll just say this: there are only a few guys in the league that can say that and be good.
Right, and be solid.
And not even worry about their job, nothing like that. I mean, first of all, he just signed a contract.
He said that and then came out and put up 42 points for my fantasy squad. So,
well, yeah. He also that
threw a
touchdown helped.
He threw a touchdown.
That's crazy.
He threw a touchdown.
Yeah, that was 57-yard.
Yeah.
I'll just say that not every guy can say that, but it looked like it almost looked like one of those things where it needed to be said. Nobody wanted to say it. That's how it looked for me.
No, it looked. He's not wrong.
And that's the biggest thing. He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. Not even a little.
That's what sucks.
That's the thing. Like Eli, his time has come. It's
and these are his best years.
No. His best years are gone.
His best years are gone.
Oh no, I was talking about my bad. I was talking about Odell.
You're talking about Odell. You're right. Oh, you're right. You're right. These are his best years.
He didn't want to be wasted.
He don't want to be wasted. Yeah. You're right. You're so right. And I feel that. Like this guy, he can't do the job. No matter what you say, he can't do the job. Even though Odell had a solid week, he had I think 7 for 131 with a touchdown.
Wow.
And then he threw a touchdown.
Who was that?
Yeah, he was balling.
That's crazy.
He had a good week.
But you can go ahead and get comments.
New York, Eli, he was shaky. I think he had 2 picks.
Yeah, man. Like,
so it's,
you know what he is,
yeah.
And you've been knowing what he was.
But what's the option right now?
You don't have like
Kaepernick. I saw Max say something about that.
Who?
Max Kellerman. Yeah.
All right, I'm listening.
Yeah. But I don't think they care.
No,
I honestly, I think everybody still feels the majority of that.
They clearly feel it.
He should have. I mean, everybody can see what's going on, but everybody also feels that should have been a locker room conversation and not a public conversation.
Yeah. That's always
how they feel.
But by making it a public conversation,
who's to say he didn't say
it
in the locker room?
I feel he said something.
That's what I'm saying. Before the interview.
No. I feel he said something, but I think it's just one of those things.
Like they didn't get it.
But they're never going to get it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The thing is, they're never going to get it because what is the option? Let's go and live and die by Eli this year.
Right.
This is like Eli's. I feel like this should be Eli's swan song.
Last year should have been
Right.
Well, this is it. This better be it.
It better be.
For
well,
Giants
they're
fans.
hoping that Eli is going to retire on his own.
Well, they have to. I feel like a lot of franchises always hope that before they have to push these guys out because I feel like everybody sees it before the player.
Right.
And
that's the most of the time. You have the rare guys like Tom Brady, who when Bill was trying to get him out of there, he came back and won MVP.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's rare. That's a rarity.
And Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning was pretty much done. He had the neck like those.
But
neck shit was
once he
real.
came back, he had that good season.
He had the best.
No, he had 2 good seasons.
Yeah, Denver, right?
But he went to the Super Bowl and
He got destroyed.
He fell apart.
Right.
He fell apart.
I guess that was his first game of actually seeing the difference though.
Yeah.
I think throughout the season he was great.
He was. I think did he win MVP?
No, not that year. The one where they lost before he got to the Super Bowl.
That's what I'm saying.
He won MVP.
He won, and he was
So
great
he won
that
MVP
year.
against Seattle.
He was still good. And I think he was still great. The second year they went to the Super Bowl. Seattle Super Bowl. Okay, so he had two good years.
He was a Super Bowl back to back, right?
No, he had
no, because the first year he didn't make it.
Okay, so listen. I'm gonna give y'all the timeline. They played Baltimore, where they threw the bomb, and where Baltimore won the Super Bowl.
Right.
He had a good year that year.
Right. Absolutely.
Then they went to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Right. The next year.
They went to the Super Bowl, got beat up.
Right.
Then he started falling apart, having injuries.
Right.
And then the next year after that, they went back to the Super Bowl.
Just right after, back to back.
No, they didn't go back to back.
Oh, it was
they
a year
went
between.
Because Seattle. It was Seattle Broncos.
Patriots.
It was Seattle Broncos. Then Seattle Patriots, and then Broncos went.
Got
Carolina.
Okay. Okay.
So he started his progression. He did have 2 good years.
Right.
So, but this is rare. This is a rare thing. And Eli, he been trending down for about 5 or 6 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So this is coming to a head. Pause. And
He looked at the mic like there's a pause button on it.
He looked at the mic like there's a pause button. I know what you were talking about. I know exactly what you were talking about. So it's come to that point where what we gonna do? We got a crossroads. You want it for? Is the season over? The Giants season over?
Yeah, because they ain't gonna get better.
I don't think so because
They're a
that
good
division
defense.
isn't that bad. I mean,
The division, you're right. Division
not
isn't
far out
good.
from anything. So I don't think
Division
it's
isn't
over.
good.
But
here's
they
the
need
thing.
to figure something out.
They need to figure it out with Eli because Eli is not the answer.
But the thing is, I don't think there's nothing you can do though.
What's the answer out there? Who is the answer? Teddy Bridgewater
Maybe
in New Orleans?
Maybe.
You think that?
Maybe.
You think they give
Listen,
him up?
Teddy Bridgewater was playing good in
Yeah.
New York.
No, I agree.
That's a good for me. I would go and look and see what we can get. And if New Orleans is not grooming him to be the guy coming up next,
Exactly.
which I don't know if that's
I
the
don't
case.
know if that's the case.
I don't know if that's the case.
I think they just want.
But I think he's a valuable option down there.
I do.
Because he looks solid.
Yeah.
His arm was strong. It's not the strongest arm, but his arm was strong.
Right.
He looked like he didn't have any holdover from the knee. He looked mobile.
He doesn't even have to be that. I mean,
I'm just saying he all he has to do is be serviceable because I think that defense is really good.
yeah.
I think it's probably maybe the best defense besides Philadelphia.
You know what? But they can also talk to the Browns for Tyrod.
Tyrod is serviceable. Tyrod is serviceable.
Tyrod is serviceable.
He's serviceable, but
I
I
don't
feel
know
like
though because he don't like throwing over the top.
and that's the thing. But did y'all watch the Browns games?
Yeah.
Okay, so was it more play calling? And you think they didn't call the play calls because they didn't think he could throw the ball, or you think they didn't call the play calls because they wanted Baker to get in the game?
I think it was a combination of the second one. I think it was a combination of both. But here, I think it's 70-30. They wanted Baker to get in the game.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And the way you get Baker in the game is if Tyrod don't win, you get the crowd asking for Baker to come in the game.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look like
now.
Because
you believe that really?
Absolutely.
Damn, that's terrible.
the line wasn't doing good, but the line, it's like it shifted. That's crazy.
Yeah, because look at how much better.
The line looked terrible.
Yeah.
And I mean, when I say terrible, I mean it looked like one of the worst in the league.
Right.
Baker comes in the game,
and now
these guys
all of a
look
sudden
all
they
pros.
can block.
These
They
guys
can block.
look all pros.
People are not coming through. You know, like they got passes.
So they set it up where we're not going to make it look.
I don't know, but that's always been a thing for me. That's always been a thing for me. Like
guys play better.
you want your guys, no matter what you say. You want your guys. You want the guy that you think can do it the way you want it to be done.
Right.
And Tyrod is there. I don't know whose guy that was.
Right. That is the question.
Exactly.
I don't know whose guy
I don't
that
know who
was.
guy. I feel like that was a Hugh Jackson guy.
Right.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Right.
Ty Haley didn't want to call. Ty Haley.
I don't even think he wanted him either.
Okay.
That's
the thing.
That's something to think about.
That's the thing.
Anybody else talking about that?
No, nobody's talking about that.
They're not going to talk about
podcast
that.
is talking about that.
Nobody on podcasts, on TV, they're not talking about that. So it's. I think there's options out there, but what will they?
That's the thing. Are they even going to try and pursue it?
Are you going to push Eli out like that? Or are you going to give him a swan song? Are you going to tell him we're going to give you this year? And I feel like that's what Odell is. I think they already did that. I think Odell is like, man, we're not out of this. They could have won last week if Graham Gano didn't hit 63 yards.
But that's what I'm saying, though.
They could have won last week.
Exactly.
So they're not out of this.
They're not out of it now, but
They put up 31 points.
clearly they can score.
They took them down to win the game.
Yeah.
I was like, man, can y'all stop giving the ball to Odell, bro? Like this nigga, he on my bench and I'm not playing him. And we was tired at that moment.
At that point.
We was tired. It was like we was tired, but they took some points away from you. Like somebody caught a ball and they
brought it back. They brought it back.
It was a Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Devontae Adams ball. So we was tired at one point. I'm like, man. Like, don't give him the ball because I'm gonna look like a dickhead that I left him on the bench. Because you told me he was like, this gonna be the game that he blows up and he don't play. And the one who I thought Mike Thomas been the most consistent guy in the league for me.
He didn't do too much, did he?
Well, they threw him two. He had a 50-yard I think bomb or something like that, and then he had like 73 yards.
But yeah,
and he the one that didn't do well. All my other receivers played great.
I had T.Y. Hilton, who couldn't play. He was out.
Yeah, he didn't even play.
And then Kenyon Drake, who I put on the bench for this week. I should have
kept going.
Yeah, should have kept going.
That's why. And I feel like that's why I stuck with Brady because I'm like, man, I'm gonna stick with Brady this week and see what's up. Because they play Indianapolis, which is a terrible defense.
Which you should have.
And so I was like, man, I'm gonna stick with them. I stuck it out. He put up 50 for me. For
yeah, I saw that shit.
Yeah,
bullshit.
That's all right.
Where was we at? We was at Giants. We were Giants, right? Okay, so Giants. I feel like it's gonna be a swan song thing. I don't think they're gonna make no moves. But those two moves, you said Tyrod, I said Bridgewater down in New Orleans. Those two moves, I think, can help them win now because their defense is solid enough.
And you got a decent running game. You got a decent running game with the kid from Pennsylvania.
Penn State?
Saquon.
Saquon, yeah. How y'all feel about Drew Brees? Who that? Drew Brees.
I just told you how I felt about him. I think at the end of the day, he gonna have the touchdown records, and he already got the passing record. And Brady ain't about to pass that.
Okay, is he top 5?
I think he got to be.
Why? Quarterback all time?
Quarterback all time.
He number one, he gonna have the passing yardage.
Okay.
Number two, he gonna have the touchdowns.
Okay.
And he won a Super Bowl.
Okay. Well, what about losing seasons? He got
this is a team sport. You can't put all of that on him.
I know, but
you know what I'm saying. You can't put that.
You can put a lot of it on him though. Even though he had like 7, like below average defense.
No,
not in the top 20.
And he's
been.
Been,
I couldn't.
He's had 8.
He's had 6 winning out of his 12 years. He had 6 winning seasons. He's had 6 losing seasons. But at the same point in time, a lot of times, he had no name guys catching the ball.
Okay. I think
he's the guy who put up multiple 5,000 yard seasons.
Yeah, I remember when he did that.
You know what I'm saying?
He's been in the league 16 years and he's had 8 losing seasons.
8 losing seasons. Okay. Well, that's right.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a lot of losing. But at the same point in time, you got one year where his head coach was suspended for the entire year.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff that goes on there. So I don't really place that. I mean, if who you putting in the top 5? If you put Dan Marino in the top 5, Dan Marino never won a Super Bowl. Dan Marino had,
but he did it. He had all those yards and.
But Dan Marino has some hell of 5 receivers too. He had the Mark brothers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Mark Duper, Mark Clayton. Those boys was catching everything under the damn sun.
I get you. So I got Brett Favre. I got Brady. I got Montana. Elway. And
Elway has 3.
Okay. So. Okay.
I just gave you 5.
Right. Now
Peyton.
Here's the one that I would take out. I look at all of those.
Okay.
And the one I would take out, and I know people are going to trip on this, it would be Favre.
Why is that?
Because, like I said, Drew Brees is going to pass him on the touchdown.
Okay.
He already passed him on the yardage.
He might pass him on pick sixes too, because He got 27.
He's also showed he's durable.
Brett Favre has 31.
Like Brett Favre.
Brett Favre, well, he is durable like Favre,
Right.
but Favre had the Iron Man record. He hadn't missed a game, and like he had like 257 some starts.
But
With a Super Bowl. With a bunch of playoff wins.
he only got one Super Bowl.
I said with a Super Bowl,
Right.
with a bunch of playoff wins.
And what's the name got one Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So the Super Bowls cancel each other out.
Okay, but he doesn't have the losing seasons. When he retired, he was leading in yards, he was leading in touchdowns, and he was leading in interceptions. I think he's still the all-time
Interception leader.
Okay, so who's to say Brees won't pass or will?
And he's leading in pick sixes. Brett Favre. But Brees is number 3.
Okay.
Brees is number 3.
But
they played a long time. And that's the thing with I feel with Blake Bortles, like, dude, you play
But here's the thing.
4 years and you have 13.
Damn.
Look at what Brett Favre played what, 19 years?
Yeah, you're 16.
Brett Favre played about 19.
You know, I'm talking about, but Brees on year 16.
Right, but he's accomplished more yardage,
Yeah, but
more
the
touchdowns,
game was different.
and all of that.
The game was different.
But it is what it is.
No,
You know
but
what?
you have to take that into just like basketball.
Yeah,
The game
I
is
know it.
it's a different game.
Different league.
So you have to take all of that into accountability. Just like, okay, so since we want to go there, Larry Bird. How many 3-pointers do you think he shot a game? And how many 3-pointers do you think he made a game?
Exactly.
He probably shot
About
maybe 4 a game and made 2 a game.
Wrong. How many you think?
2.
No, he made 1, and he was about 1, and he shot about 1 a game.
Okay.
So it's a totally different game where you got these guys shooting 43 pointers in a game. But just let me finish. You got these guys shooting 43 pointers in a game, but we consider Larry Bird as one of the best shooters of all time.
Now, see, I don't consider Larry Bird one of the best shooters. I consider him one of the best players.
Everybody considered Larry Bird one of the best shooters and 3-point because he came out won like the first 2 or 3 3-point contests. Yeah, come on. That is widely considered as
not a 3-point shooter.
Yes.
Nobody considered Larry Bird.
He won the first 3.
Okay, but that doesn't mean they consider him. You got
Yes,
guys
they consider
who
him
you got guys who consider, who won the first dunk contest. You don't consider them the best dunker ever or the dunker of all time. It was the first one.
The best? Who won the first dunk contest? Was it Dr. J?
Either Dr. J or
Yeah, they consider him
Skywalker.
one of the best dunkers. Who does not consider
Skywalker.
Dr. J one of the best dunkers of all time?
I mean, but
but
you have guys who won it, but
I
they don't
get-
necessarily mean that they're the best of all
I
time.
get you, but
You know what I'm saying?
Larry Bird is widely considered as
Not
one of the best 3-point
shooter.
Yes, he
No,
is.
he's not. He's not even mentioned. You mentioned guys
Oh my
like
God,
Ray
man,
Allen.
bruh.
You mentioned
If you
Cal
talk to-
Carver
if you-
before you mentioned Larry Bird.
You
as
are
far
crazy.
as 3-point shooting.
You're crazy.
As far as 3-point shooting.
You're crazy. Because
No, you're crazy.
whoever talks about 3-point shooting, they always go to Larry Bird.
They
as
don't.
one. Yes, they do.
They go to Ray Allen.
My God, they do go to Ray Allen. They
Cal
do.
Carver.
You're right, but they go to Larry Bird. They go to Larry Bird. Yes, the fuck they do. Like all the sports shows when they talk about shooting, they talk about
They talk about shooting, but not as a 3-point shooter.
they talking about 3-point shooter because he came out and won the first 3.
No, they're not. They don't even remember that.
Who don't remember that? Like, stop, man. That's why I
when
be.
they have a
That's why I'm gonna be like and talk to you because you don't.
Whatever,
be,
dude.
When you wrong, you wrong.
You wrong.
You wrong.
You Mr. 97%, right?
Yeah,
You're still
right,
right
and I'm
here
right.
because he's
I'm
once
right.
again. You're not right though.
I can pull up.
not
I can
right.
pull up multiple guys talking about Larry Bird as a great 3-point shooter.
Not a great 3-point shooter.
Man, you crazy. Anyways, we're gonna go to the next thing.
You crazy.
So
you ain't
right.
even on that.
We go to the next thing.
Brees.
We go to the next thing.
Back to Drew Brees.
Okay. We're gonna go to the next thing, as in.
You're right though. As far as you have to account for the way the league was
Thank
different.
you. It's because it's different league.
Brett Favre took a lot of hits. I'm sure.
He took a lot of.
And-
They ran the ball more. They didn't throw. You sit back. You guys have throw the ball 60 times.
And that's what I'm saying. Who was that? Deshaun Watson. He just threw the ball like 50 times.
Hey, it's a different game. The corners can't be as physical.
Really can't.
The defense you can't knock out. You can't
It's
separate
more
the guy from the
impressive looking
ball.
at it from that point. It is. So
It's
you
a
know what?
different-
That's fair. I'd
it's a
have to
different-
put Favre before.
It's a different football game, and that's why I gave these guys as my top 5, and I wouldn't put Brees in the top 5 with the losses. Even though he is up there with yard, he's a great arm talent.
Okay.
Being 6 feet
I got a question for you. If that's how you look at it,
Okay.
do you put Emmett in the top 5 running backs?
Yeah.
Really?
With everything though. He had a great team. But he had longevity. He played like 18 years?
Something like that.
He had longevity.
Last couple years.
But he had the longevity. He has the records.
He has the records.
And he has the Super Bowls. So it's a multitude of things. I don't think he's the best. I don't think he's the best. I think Barry Sanders is the best. Barry Sanders literally was the only guy on his team,
right,
to do
and
to do everything. He had to do it all. I watched a 10-minute clip.
He retired when he was 30.
Yeah,
and
in his prime.
If he would have kept playing, there's no way
Emmett wouldn't have touched the
record.
He might have had about maybe 20,000 yards. Yeah, if he wouldn't have retired at 30.
Right,
he was that solid still at the end of his career. So, but Emmett, yes, he's still in my top 5. Did that answer your question?
That's amazing.
Is Emmett in your top 5? Who's in your top 5 then?
Let's see. Yeah, Barry.
Okay.
Yeah, Jim Brown.
Okay.
Franco.
Hell no.
Dude, Franco got 4 Super Bowls, and he was.
I get he got 4 Super Bowls.
One of the first backs who was catching the ball out of the backfield.
I get you.
So
he's not even in. But he's not even. I don't think he's in the top 10 in yards though.
I think he's still in the top 10.
Let me look up Franco. I don't even think that he's in the top 10 in yards.
But once again, that was a different game back then.
Where they ran the ball a lot more.
But they had 2 backs back then. The fullback got a lot of carries.
So the top 5 are Emmitt Smith, Walter Payton. These are yards.
He's 15th.
He's 15th. Yeah, man. Like, come on. I put
but
Marshall Falk.
Seasons was a lot shorter back then too.
No. He was majority where his career started from.
He was playing in the 70s.
You're right, 72 to 84.
So season was shorter as well back then.
14 years? 14 games?
I think 12.
No, they was at least up to 14 back then.
And of course, like you said, Walter.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Sweetness.
Yeah. But I got my 5th would probably shock you though.
Who's your 5th one?
Illidania.
You know what? Honestly, I put him in there. I put him in there too.
Go with Illidania. That wouldn't necessarily shock me.
Yeah. Illidania, man, he was just a fucking beast.
He was.
Yeah.
He was just a fucking beast, and all around he can catch the ball.
He's my favorite player throughout my middle school career. So.
He catch the ball. He ran through the tackles. But what I was impressed about him, he was a smaller guy, but he ran through the tackles. Right. He ran to the outside. He would run people over, and he was shifty.
Yeah,
he was shifty. Yeah, that motherfucker was crazy. He'll be my number 5. But we'll keep going. Y'all said we talked about Brees. We pretty much touched on the Steelers. Got the Cowboys out of the way. How you feel about Tom Brady throwing his 500th touchdown to old Cleveland Brown Josh Gordon? How y'all feel about that one?
You know what?
After this podcast, I need the Cleveland, all the Cleveland people that listen to this podcast, go ahead and touch on how y'all feel about that.
Yeah, I think it was poetic.
Okay,
that he make history.
Right.
With Josh Gordon.
That's funny.
Because, the Browns has a history of giving away talent.
Giving away talent, man.
Giving away talent.
And literally, when I say give it away,
give it away. They have a history where, people have left the Browns and immediately the next year they're in the Super Bowl.
They're in the Super Bowl. I had to get this stain off me.
Bernie Kosar went to the Super Bowl with the Dallas Cowboys. He was a backup, but he still got there. He still got there. But you have running backs and other players. They lead the Browns.
Josh Hayden revitalized his career after he left the fucking
Joe Hayden.
Joe Hayden. I said Josh Hayden. Joe Hayden. He revitalized his career after he left the Browns.
It's one of those things where I'm hoping that the Browns overcome the curse. Look at how they're playing this year. They done had 3 overtime games. They won 1-1.
It's been 8, which has been crazy.
Yeah,
8 overtime games this year.
Right,
which has been crazy.
And then the game that they won this week, you know, Baker, he actually played pretty good.
Are you coming around on Baker?
Yards.
You coming around on Baker?
You know, he was 1-1.
Are you coming around on Baker?
He was all right.
Are you coming around? Is that yes? You're coming around on Baker?
He's all right. That's what I can say.
Okay.
It's still early in the season, but if my mood change about him, I ain't afraid to say my mood will change. But you know, he all right.
What about Josh Allen, who pulled out another win? It was 13-12.
Yeah, dude.
How you feeling about Josh Allen?
You know, Josh Allen is you know. Josh Allen is Josh Allen.
That's what I'm saying. Now. I don't
You know what I'm
Duke
saying?
can run the ball, man.
You know, look,
He's doing what he got to do.
Here's what I would tell you.
He's doing what he got to do.
You know who he kind of remind me of?
Tim Tebow.
There you go.
Right there he
Exactly.
is going.
Because all he does is find a way to win. It ain't pretty.
I know he got
It ain't.
He got a better arm. He got a way better arm than Tim Tebow. He's going to be more accurate. I honestly think if they get some players around him, he's going to be good. If they don't waste his years away, if they don't fuck him up, if they don't.
I don't know because Buffalo right now is looking like the Browns during the Tim Couch era.
Man.
All they did for Tim Couch was yell duck
or look out. Or they turned
A
around.
lot of times they ain't even yell look out. They was just like, damn, my bad, dog.
While he's getting up the ground.
Yeah, my bad. Here, let me help you up.
My bad, G.
Here, let me help you with that. Here, let me turn your helmet back around.
Yeah. You got grass on you, bro. Like, get that grass out your face, man. What are you doing on the ground?
Yeah, exactly.
Ah, man.
Yeah, they tripping over him on the way back to the huddle.
Dude,
They
you
wouldn't
on-
even help him up.
You on the ground? Like they getting pushed. He's on the ground already. And they're getting blocked into him.
Right,
They're
exactly.
getting pushed back. It's like, damn, I'm on the ground. Who am I tripping over?
Exactly.
It's Tim Couch.
It's Tim Couch.
This nigga on the ground again. Who didn't block? Which one of us didn't block?
Damn block.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it was that bad. Anything else y'all want to touch on football? You had anything else written down over there?
Not on football,
Not
bro.
on football?
I mean, not on NFL football. You know, we was on the what's the name? The UFC. I got a quick question.
Okay.
You know, Jon Jones is fighting again.
Oh yeah.
December 29th with Gufferson. What do you think about that?
I think he'll beat him up.
You think he clean?
I don't care. That's
the thing. That's what I'm looking for.
At this point, I don't care.
Yeah, that's really it.
Really? It's just like that. It doesn't matter.
Man, he's such a good fighter. It's like he's one of those guys you just want to see out there.
Yeah.
I just want to see him fight because he's that.
But you know what? I either want him to be clean so we can enjoy the fight, or
I enjoy the fight if he.
I mean, but you know what? I get tired of hearing
It's
he was
tainted.
dirty,
He
it's tainted,
was tainted.
yada yada yada. So either be clean or be done.
Nah, I don't care about that. I like seeing him because he is that guy that, man, he fights the right way even though he's super talented in all aspects. He just fights the right way. He will keep you. He got long legs. He'll keep you at a distance. He got long arms. He's gonna keep you at a distance. If he think he can take you down, he will take you down. He will beat you up on the ground. If he think he can outbox you, he will outbox you. If he think his kick is better, he will use his kick. Everything he does is technically sound.
Do you think he's peaking, or do you think he's peaked?
I'll see how this fight. I want to see how this fight goes.
Yeah, he's been out of the game for
I think he took the steroids with what's his name because I really feel like, man, I think that you know how people don't like each other.
Yeah.
I think he wanted to embarrass him because he made that dude cry. Like he made him cry.
Who, DC?
Yeah, he made him cry. He was in the ring crying like this is gonna be my last fight, all this type of shit. I think they have that type of I don't like you, and I think Jon Jones was at a point where I don't care. I just want to whip his ass.
Okay.
So I don't think he needs it for Alexander Gustafsson because he beat the shit out of him the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think he needs it for Alexander Gustafsson. But I don't care either way.
It just don't matter.
I don't
Okay.
care. I just want to see this guy fight. Y'all hear any good music? Have y'all heard any good music? No.
You know what? You know, I listen to, a lot of EDM.
Okay.
And,
That is known.
Alesso dropped a new cut this past week. It's pretty
Tell the
dope.
people who that is because I don't know.
I don't know either.
Alesso is Alesso.
Okay. What is, any songs? Any music?
Oh, absolutely. He got a
Oh,
ton of songs.
is it he?
Yeah.
That's the first start. I didn't even know.
He got a ton of songs.
Okay.
I mean, once again, you probably don't know him.
I do not. I've never heard of this guy.
But,
That 6'9" stupid was hard though. But you can keep going.
Yeah,
you get that
I'ma
remedy
keep going.
and take my breath away.
But you know what? I'm talking shit.
Yeah.
Like niggas fuck with 6'9". I'm
I
like,
know.
I don't know who you talking about. He said some 6'9" shit.
Who's 6'9"?
6'9", whatever. Tekashi 6'9". Like people,
Tekashi 6'9".
people fuck with him.
That motherfucker.
People really fuck with this nigga.
He looked confused.
But I can't. Nothing he does catches my interest.
Nah,
Like
I'm kidding.
he yelled more than Meek Mill, and Meek Mill is annoying to me. This dude, I can't. Nothing he does interests me.
Is that the one with Nicki Minaj and Queen?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm cool.
yeah, no, I'm cool too, bro.
Yeah, I'm cool
too.
on that.
I was listening to Dave East and Styles P. They got an album out called Beloved.
Really?
Amazing. It's all bars. That's my type of hip hop. All bars, and the beats are good.
Really?
Yeah, they got good beats. So that brings me into my second fact.
Your second fact.
My second fact. Yeah,
Counting up facts.
I came prepared. I came, and I hope I came play because it's kind of like a see who's the closest. I was looking at the stats for the biggest weeks, and we've gone to streams.
Okay.
And Lil Wayne all time has the second most streams with like 433 million.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not gonna. He'll probably end up being platinum.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not too many people that go diamond anymore.
Right.
And my question is, and the thing was, all the biggest stream debut weeks, all hip hop.
Oh, it's all hip hop.
All the top 7 are all hip hop.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, the top 7 are all hip hop. So my question is to you guys: is how many hip hop artists have gone diamond?
Three.
I'm gonna say 4.
Let me one up you.
No.
And diamond is pretty rare.
It's
Pretty
super
fucking rare.
It's
That
pretty-
diamond to go diamond, you have to have 10 million albums sold.
Wait. Let me say 5.
You say 5? Okay, you're both wrong, but you're not far off though. It's only 7.
7.
And this is all time. I think out of 92, it's been like 150 some odd albums that have gone diamond, but it's been 92 people. There have been multiple
Diamond.
albums,
Right.
but hip hop there's been 7. There have been Eminem who's been diamond twice. Big who went diamond twice. No, actually Pac. Sorry about that. Big did not go diamond twice. Pac went diamond twice.
Okay, that's right.
Outkast, Big did go diamond. Kid Rock, BC Boys, MC Hammer, and Nelly.
Right.
Nelly with Country Grammar.
I hate that.
But they have, which I didn't know, I just found out. If you do a double album, it counts as 2 sales. So we had 4 double albums on here. Outkast went diamond off of Speaker Box. 11 million.
Yep.
Tupac went diamond twice.
Off of the McAnally?
No, he went All Eyes on Me
All Eyes on Me.
and Greatest Hits.
Okay.
They had Kid Rock on this list, and so I just took Kid Rock out.
Yeah.
Because he's not hip hop to me.
He's country rap.
Yeah, he's country.
Rap.
And All Eyes on Me went with diamond off a double disc. But BC Boys, MC Hammer, Please Hammer Don't Hurt Me, Hurt Him.
Hurt him. Hammer.
And
Don't
then-
hurt him, Hammer.
Nelly with Country Grammar. Marshall Mathers went twice.
Twice. Yeah. But that was a dope ass
But
album.
Marshall Mathers, Eminem went twice.
Right.
Marshall Mathers and the Eminem Show both went double platinum.
Yeah.
So it was about what I expected, but there was some shockers on there because I saw MC Hammer. I'm like,
But that's because you didn't come up in the MC Hammer era.
You're right.
Because if you came up in the MC Hammer era, that's all you. At one point in time, that's all you fucking heard
was
on the
MC
radio was, Too Legit to Quit, 357, Pumps and a Bumps.
Yeah.
He was just rolling them out. It was just like, it was MC Hammer all fucking day long. And his parachute pants are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Right. The only other one that shocked me was Nelly. I didn't realize
That shocked me too.
I didn't.
I didn't think
Country Grammar,
Yeah,
which was
I hate that.
the whole album,
album,
the whole
yeah,
album
but I hate that song in
went
particular.
diamond, which was crazy. I didn't think growing up listening to Nelly, of course I thought it was huge. I knew we listened to all his records and stuff like that, but I didn't think he was selling like that.
Yeah.
And he sold more than
The
Jay-Z.
Air Force One.
Yeah, Air Force One was crazy.
That song I
crazy.
saw.
Yeah.
Now, if you would have said songs as opposed to album, I could definitely see Air Force One going as
And with songs, I think Eminem was on here like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Going diamond.
Yeah.
Just with all
with
songs.
just with songs.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that just shocked me. I didn't think like you got guys Jay-Z, Ja Rule was crazy hot. 50 was crazy hot.
Yeah, but they wouldn't doing.
They wouldn't do it at Country
didn't
Grammar.
do it. Yeah,
They didn't do Country Grammar.
Yeah.
which kind of shocked me because he was the lowest on the list, but he still did 10 million off
Yeah,
an
he
album.
did. He got 10 million in one.
Yeah, off an album. So it's wild.
He bought the last million himself.
It's, I got a bunch of money. Let me go, and then I can re-up again.
Exactly.
I can re-up again.
He bought the last million
Yeah,
himself.
that I was sitting there like, damn, that's shocking. Nelly Country Grammar, that fucked me up for a second. Y'all want to go to college or y'all want to go to NBA?
Either way.
Oh no. Real quick, since we took a segment off. Did y'all hear about Pooch Hall getting arrested?
Who?
Pooch Hall. Have you ever seen a show called The Game?
Yeah.
Okay, so the main dude on there.
Not the one with the mohawk. But
The one who his mother was always on.
No. This is he was rookie. He was a rookie.
Okay. Yeah.
Blue?
I can't think of his name.
He played in an Insecure show?
No, I don't think he played Insecure. He pull up a picture of him. Y'all got an image of Pooch Hall. Y'all know
How do you even spell it?
Pooch.
Oh, Pooch.
Look like
Hall.
Yeah, Pooch Hall.
Oh, yeah. Not Malik, but the other guy.
Yeah, the other guy.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay, Pooch Hall. Okay, so he got arrested.
But why does it
He
lead
got
to child service
He got
investigation?
DUI, and he had the baby
Right.
driving his car.
That's who they were talking about?
That is exactly what I'm talking about.
I see that on Twitter.
I would-
He had the baby in the...
How does that happen? Were you ever drunk and let me drive?
Hell no.
Dude.
This
Look, when y'all was growing, I didn't want y'all asses driving me. Let alone.
well, now it's the other way around. But
Whatever.
anyways, I'm sitting there like, man. And okay, so the blood alcohol was like 3 times the legal limit. But even if you let the
Take this.
yeah, thank you. Maybe switch off. All right, even if
You want to talk? You got it. Go ahead.
even if you let your kids drive. First off, this motherfucker is 2.
2.
He's 2. And then drive around the parking lot or something like that. This nigga was on the 405. You ever seen your lap on the 405? Y'all, they were swerving lanes and shit. Like, how the fuck does that happen? What mind? How drunk you gotta be to be like, oh man, let's get on the highway. Come sit on my lap, man.
Let me show you
I got
something.
you. Maybe he was crying.
He was
Yeah,
crying.
maybe the little boy
I'm going
was
to take a
crying.
nap. Take care of us. It's like that like Mike shit.
This nigga was like, I'm too drunk. You drive.
You drive. He's the designated driver.
Yeah, I'm too drunk. You drive.
He's the designated driver.
Where was they at that
He's
they
the
got into the
designated
car?
driver.
Where was they at that he had to get into the car after he was that drunk and let the baby drive?
With the baby drive.
Yeah, where was they at?
He had to get home. This girl said, you need to have the baby home.
Yeah.
And he was getting the baby home.
Wild. I was like, man, this
Yeah,
nigga
that
is
one-
ill. This nigga is ill. How drunk do you have to be to let the 2-year-old drive on the 405?
Apparently, that's that drunk.
That drunk. Okay.
You know, I don't know if I want to ever get Pooch Hall drunk. Because that's the new adjective right now.
that's-
That's the new adjective.
You got how drunk? I got Pooch Hall drunk. Oh,
yo.
you was really drunk.
Yeah,
man.
you was really fucked up.
You
Yo.
was drunk out here.
Yeah, you was out here wilding.
Yeah, you was wilding.
Yeah,
you was wilding.
You was wilding.
You got Pooch
Pooch
Hall
Hall
drunk?
drunk?
You was wilding.
That's worse than getting white boy wasted.
you was drunk, bro. We'll veer into after we got done making a joke because that's a serious thing. Like,
Yeah, it is.
you a dickhead.
Yeah, honestly,
You
really
are a
are.
dickhead to be on the 405
With
And
your
that-
2-year-old
they have people
driving.
calling the police. That's how I got pulled over. They have people calling the police.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're a real dickhead.
Yeah.
But after that's just about jokes, man. You got to get the jokes off that. College. I'm gonna go college. Then we'll skip over to NBA.
All right, that sounds like a good one. Sound like
Anything y'all that shocked y'all? Anything?
You know what? You know what's getting me though?
What's getting you?
For real, is that I'm looking at the top 4. Okay, and my top 4, and it's not exactly what they have it rated as, but top 4 is Bama, O State, Georgia, and on TV they got what's the name? Clemson is the number 4. I got Notre Dame.
I got Notre Dame too.
Because I'm looking at Notre Dame already done beat 3 top 25 teams.
Yeah, I got Notre Dame at 3. I got Ohio State at 2 and Notre Dame at 3 and Georgia at 4 because Georgia ain't played nobody yet.
And that's what I'm saying about Clemson though. Clemson don't even have a top 25 game until they play North Carolina State, who's currently ranked at number 20.
Yeah,
that's on their whole season.
Yeah. Clemson and the quarterback thing. I think that you have to take that into consideration that your starting quarterback was out. He got beat up, was out, and I think they had a week off this week. So him not being there was going to hurt. I think it would hurt the team.
Well, he came back last week.
He was back last week?
Yeah. The Clemson quarterback came back. And he did good, But it's just when you look at everybody still talk about your strength of schedule. And if you look at strength of schedule, you can't. One undefeated season ain't the same as another undefeated season if your strength of schedule ain't.
Even if you got an undefeated season, it's not the same thing as a 1-loss or a 2-loss team that played a gauntlet.
Right,
they got the
exactly.
top strength schedule. So that's why Clemson's not in my top. Clemson is like 6 or 7 for me.
And that's what I'm saying. There's no way they should be in the top 4.
Yeah.
The way I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
So I like I said, I told you the order, but Clemson is out. Yeah. Notre Dame is in. There's no question to me.
And I got the same as you. I would flip mine. And Notre Dame is because they got the second strength. Notre Dame is 3 for me.
Right.
Because they got the second best strength of schedule behind Ohio State.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know what are they looking at when they come and put the rankings out. Because Georgia hasn't played anybody. Ohio State has the 2 best wins of the year.
Already.
Of the year with the 2 road wins against Penn State, who's still a top 10 team, and TCU and Texas. So for Georgia to have not played anybody, I think it was maybe they had I think it was South Carolina who was ranked 24 at the time.
Right.
Besides that, and I think that was a home game. So besides that, you got Notre Dame with 3 top 25 wins.
Yeah, they got 3 top
Stanford,
25 wins.
Who was a top 10.
Yep.
So to me,
and they still got another before their season is done. They have another.
And they got Michigan.
Win.
They got Michigan
because they got to play Michigan.
No, they beat Michigan, but they beat Michigan, but they were ranked 12th when they beat Michigan.
Yeah.
So all these wins are better than anything Georgia has. Ohio State has wins better than anything Georgia has. So it should be 2-3 to me. If you're talking about right now,
right?
I can see you looking at what Georgia has coming up, but they ain't played that yet.
You ain't played that yet.
So if they go through that and they come out unscathed there, I can see Georgia being, although they don't have to play Alabama this year,
right?
I can see them being 3 because I think Ohio State still has the best 2 wins.
Absolutely.
Plus they got to play Michigan State. Plus they got on the road. Plus they got to go. Or plus they get Michigan, who is right now still in the top 15.
Right.
So.
And like I said, no matter how you cut it, I still can't see Notre Dame. Clemson being in the top 5.
Yeah. No matter what you say, no matter what you put in the top 4. Yeah. No matter what you say, no matter what you put. I put Penn State.
Yeah.
Before Clemson.
If everybody went out from here moving forward, Clemson still doesn't make playoff. They just can't. Which means that a Power 5 team won't go to the playoffs. And I think that's what they're really looking at because with Notre Dame being an independent, that if they put Notre Dame in, then you gonna lose a Power 5 team.
Okay, they've had years where Pac-12 hasn't gotten in yet. I don't think.
Right, they haven't.
Pac-12,
but they don't deserve.
I don't know. Pac-12 got in the first year. They got in because Oregon got in.
Okay.
Ohio State beat them up.
Yeah.
But since then they haven't been in, and they haven't deserved to be in.
They don't deserve to be in.
Heisman. I think it's Heisman.
I think it's a two-man race. Two-man race. You know, the only thing I see that Tua has better than Haskins is his ability to slide. Have you noticed that Haskins can't when he running the ball?
He big. He's like Cardell. I think what's funny is that I think he's like Cardell, but I think Cardell was actually a little stronger. He was a little more faster.
Yeah.
And he would run through you. Cardell was running you the fuck over.
He wasn't trying to slide.
He was running linebackers over. He was running linemen over. And he was actually running them over.
Yeah.
And I think Dwayne Haskins isn't as fast and he's not as strong.
Yeah. I definitely agree he's not as strong.
But Tua, I think he's completed more passes. I mean, completed a higher percentage. He has no interceptions this year. I think that's helping him. Yeah. But I still don't think Tua is I think Dwayne Haskins number one. He has the best 2 wins.
I'd say after this past week, I'd be more leaning toward Haskins.
Yeah, he has the best 2 wins. He has more yards.
I'm trying to look at it each week. That's what I'm trying to do. But I got you.
I'm looking at through. You gotta.
No, I'm saying I got that.
Season,
but I'm saying it can probably change. I think for me, week to week.
Yeah, but I don't think there's not really much that he's differentiating.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, the only thing I see Haskins not doing well is that slide. You know, other than that,
he's been inaccurate, but I think he's helped his inaccuracy by having the fight to coming back to win these games.
Right.
They get him off his spot, but he's been able to stand there and make the plays he had to make to win the Texas Tech game. He made the plays that he had to make to win the Penn State game. And then he's putting up. He put up 6 touchdowns.
Yeah.
This is each week he's putting up 5 or 6 touchdowns.
Right. He's doing the job.
So
and what he's really done that you haven't seen since Ohio State won the championship is that he's giving them the deep ball threat again.
Yeah. What only thing that was killing me is that they wasn't taking too many shots in Penn State.
Yeah.
They were getting a lot of pressure on them, so they didn't have the time to take as many shots. But big game time, he has to still take those same shots.
I agree.
For them to be solid. I think Kyler Murray hurt his case by losing last week.
I thought so too.
Because they're beatable.
Absolutely.
They're fucking beatable. Texas is, I think, in the top 10 now, but I still don't think
they're not on the same level.
Yeah, they're not on the same level. But Oklahoma is clearly they're beatable. They lost. I think that hurt his case. Who was I? The same thing I said with Trace McSorley.
Right.
The losing.
The loss to Ohio State.
Yeah, the losing, and then you're not. There's nothing that you're doing that is. Even though they had a good comeback effort, and he looked good. Like he's
against Ohio State. He looked damn near unbeatable.
I'm not talking about Trace McSorley. I'm talking about Kyler Murray.
Oh, okay.
He runs the ball great, and his arm is good, but once they got pressure on him, he was a little shaky, and they got down and couldn't come back. So I think that hurts his case. So yeah, those 2 guys are top 2. Anything else? Did you have anything else? College football? I think what I said was a 2-man race. What you said?
Well, I mean, you got to include both of them, and then I thought so too after that game that Oklahoma Kyler Murray put up this past week.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was good. What y'all feel about Suns losing?
What else is new?
You know what?
No, not they fired their GM.
What else is new?
I think it was deserved. You know, he's been the GM since 2013.
You think it's deserved?
Yeah, I think it's he's 155 to 255.
Well, so is
you know,
who is that? A Philly coach.
In
Brown.
Mark Brown.
No, his name is not. His name is
I don't know his name.
Brett Brown. Brett Brown.
Okay.
Is it Brett Brown?
But
he has the same. He has a lot of losses to a lot of wins too.
But at the same point in time, who, like up until this year, when you look at his draft picks is like
he got Devin Booker, he got DeAndre Ayton, he got
DeAndre Ayton is he's the best one of the pick.
Devin Booker put up 70.
TJ Warren, he's been nothing for 4 years. He ain't put up numbers.
He at least wasn't he like 15 or something last year?
Alan Lynn.
Alex Lynn was a bad
5 years. He hasn't put up any numbers.
But there was a list of guys that he drafted.
Yeah, I went through the list.
There was a list of solid guys that he drafted.
Josh Jackson,
okay. he's going to be a cornerstone player, but he just came out last year. Josh Jackson, T.J. Warren that you kind of just shitted on for no reason.
Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
a
okay.
solid point guard.
He's okay. But
you got Devin Booker, you got DeAndre Ayton.
you got two. You got a good player.
Okay,
and a really good player.
You have a great player with Devin Booker. Devin Booker.
Devin
how many
Booker,
guys put up 70 in the history of the league? Devin Booker's a great player.
He had a game.
Only his. Come on, man, stop. Devin Booker. His only problem is on the defense. Once he gets better on defense, but you got DeAndre Ayton behind him. But that's the same thing. I feel like Brett Brown got to stay on, and he got 150 win to like almost 300 losses.
Maybe he shouldn't.
Okay. They trusted the process, and look what's happening there.
Yeah.
Look what's happening there.
Okay, and that's not happening here.
You don't think so?
No, that's not happening.
I think the West is much stronger. I don't think they'll be. I think they'll be better.
They may be better, but I think at the end of the day, when they got to talking,
point guard.
Say what?
They have no plan.
No.
You got players, but did he plug in the right coach to go with his players? He has no plan. He has no blueprint for success moving forward. The Sixers, they knew what their blueprint was. Their blueprint was, we're going to lose so we can get every one of these first-round draft picks that we want to get.
That's what Phoenix just did.
Yeah, but they didn't do it good. They didn't execute it the way.
They picked up Devin Booker, who can be a top 20 player. They picked up DeAndre Ayton, who's projected to be somewhere along Embiid's play. He can shoot the three. He can dominate the inside.
Well, I said he's good. Although I don't know if they're gonna hit him with a suspension or not for what going on. What happened with those fraud payments?
The NBA?
Yeah.
No.
Well, the NFL did that.
Okay, this is the NBA, so they're not. And I just like anybody. It's a bunch of them guys. I think Markelle Fultz took some money too. Yeah. It's a bunch of them guys that took money. They're not about to suspend.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to actually.
I don't know. Dennis Smith Jr.
He definitely did it. Nothing happened to him.
Alton.
Yeah, all these guys are they're gonna be fine. So I believe you that they're not gonna be good this year or maybe next year. And cool, you fire him, that's cool. That happens a lot there. You have all these losing seasons. I'm just saying the outliers, Brett Brown.
I was about to say he just had to be the guy.
Why not follow? Their program. It worked for them.
Because obviously, Philly has a different feeling about losing.
Do they?
Yeah, apparently they did. They was losing with a purpose.
Shit,
they was losing with a cause.
This year they're gonna lose with purpose.
But this year they'll be in the playoffs again.
Who?
Philly.
Okay, yeah, the Philly will be.
Yeah.
I thought you said Phoenix.
No.
I'm like,
What, the end of the podcast on that?
right, I'm about to turn this shit the fuck off.
Yeah, Phoenix is gonna take the Lakers spot. In the playoffs.
Yeah,
in the
sure.
playoffs.
Y'all want to go?
With that being said,
No, y'all want to go. Wait. Y'all want to go to seeding 1 through 8? NBA. We're on NBA now.
East, West, or just overall?
Sure, well, you got 8 in both conferences.
Okay.
Yeah, in both conferences.
Based on what we've seen a little bit in preseason?
Preseason ball. You know who? I was down on this kid, and I saw why I was wrong. Luka Doncic might win the Rookie of the Year. He probably will. It's gonna be him and DeAndre Ayton. Gonna be fighting for it. He was shooting a 3 ball, and it was smooth.
Yeah, I seen a little of that too.
This motherfucker
Smooth shot.
Yeah, he was shooting a 3 ball. Yeah. It was smooth. He was going to the hole, and it was easy. Oh, it was easy. Dallas might be decent. Dallas might be decent.
Getting players, man.
Dallas might be decent with Dennis Smith Jr., DeAndre Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan, and
they picked him
Luka. They might be decent.
Yeah, they may do some damage.
They might be decent. Maybe I say hover
I like
around.
how you keep saying they may be decent.
Yeah, they may, because I'm saying hover around 9.
They may do some damage. That's what I'm saying. They may do some damage.
Hover around 9 or 10. I don't think they make the playoffs this year.
Right.
But
that's what I'm saying. I don't know if damage is the right word, but
decency. They'll do it.
Well, I think they're gonna fuck some. I think they'll fuck some playoff shit up.
People up.
Yeah. So they'll fuck them seeding up.
They'll throw the seeding off.
Yeah.
And get.
But that's when you know you can't win. I think that's what you're fighting for.
Right.
The teams that are fighting, the teams that are still feel they are right there, I at least want to knock you down a peg or knock you down a peg or knock you down. Just like I remember when Minnesota, you play to win the game, and they was playing Arizona. Arizona was already out of the playoffs, and they went and beat them on the last play of the game on like a Hail Mary. I think it was Anquan Bolden that caught the ball. Mm-hmm. Beat them on the last play of the game. That's what they were playing for. They were playing to knock them out of the game. Knock them out of the playoffs. Because if Minnesota won the game, they're going to the playoffs. Right. I think teams play for that. So I feel like Dallas would be one of those teams that at least, and they got young guys, so they'll want to fight. Yeah. At least we'll knock you out if they're not trying to get the 8th seed. They're not around the 8th seed. So 1 through 8 for you. Either one of y'all.
I thought you meant him.
Either one of y'all.
My bad.
Either one of y'all.
Okay, my bad. I'll put
don't matter.
Golden State.
Okay.
As 1. I'm gonna still put Houston as 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna put OKC as 3. I'm gonna put LA as 4. I'm gonna put Utah 5. After that, it get I guess Denver. It get kind of tricky for me. I mean, and it's so grimy because Portland was 3rd last year, and I don't even know.
They didn't get better. I
don't know what to expect out of them last year. I mean, I'm sure they'll still be in the playoffs, but I see them more like 6th.
They lost a piece too. Shabazz left. Shabazz is in the Nets. Yeah. The Nets now. Who stepped up last year and played valuable minutes.
He showed he can play. Yeah.
I've been a Shabazz guy since.
And then New Orleans, for me, Anthony Davis is still going to be a factor. Yeah. They don't have Rondo, I think, which matters in the playoffs.
They got Julius Randle, though.
Yeah. That's where you get.
I think Julius Randle is solid, though. I honestly think he's solid.
I do, too.
He was solid for the Lakers.
I don't think you. Yeah, okay. I got you.
You said you don't think you replaced Rondo with
not that. It's just I don't know how he translates. I don't know if he translates to. I think he gets more. He just has a good stat line. I don't know if he translates to wins for me.
I think he can be a plug-in player. Like I think if you got a good team, he hustles.
Yeah,
he can get you boards whenever, and he can get you 20. But sometimes it'll be quiet.
And that's what he don't do. It's not so much as sometimes it doesn't seem like it's an effective stat line. That's all I'm saying.
I can feel you on that.
But that's what I'm saying. 6, 7, 8, it get kind of iffy for me. I know I'm seeing Portland in there, New Orleans, and
you plug 3 or 4 teams. That's cool. Got one more.
Memphis.
So no San Antonio for you.
Yeah, dude, they'd probably be 8th. Fighting with Memphis. That's why I put Memphis.
DeJounte Murray tore his ACL, so I think that's going to hurt.
That too. I definitely seen that too. That's their board.
That dropped me down. That dropped San Antonio down for me.
Yeah.
Where you at?
Of course, there's Golden State number 1.
Yeah.
Houston number 2. Actually, I'm going back and forth with OKC and the Lakers.
Okay.
You know, that's good. Those 2 teams, I think, are going to be neck and neck. I know it sounds crazy,
but so 3 or 4, 4 and 3. Pelicans at 5. Utah at 6. I don't know. I'm actually.
Here's the thing: the Minnesota.
You got to see about Minnesota.
I was just about to say Timberwolves at 7,
but you got to see. All right, if
that's what I'm saying.
If Jimmy Butler's not there,
I don't think they'll make the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't think they make the playoffs. But they almost didn't make it last year.
That's the thing.
They almost didn't make it last year.
But he there. So for right
now.
now. So
he's talking about his situation still the same. He wants to leave. So.
Right, but as of right now, he's there. And he gave a passionate.
We'll cut that. Today. We'll cut the seating off. Let's go to Jimmy Butler.
Okay. As everybody probably know by now, he was very passionate.
Oh man,
in practice today. He told the coaches that you motherfuckers, y'all need me.
How do you feel about Andrew Wiggins and Karl Anthony Towns letting Jimmy Butler take the 3rd string, not the 2nd string team?
That's embarrassing.
The 3rd string team and then beat the 1st stringers. How do you feel about that?
It shows. It should show upper management and it should show the coaching
that these guys
exactly
ain't that good,
what
man.
he's saying.
Yeah.
That it ain't just that they're not good.
No, you know
they
that's
ain't
the
got no
wrong thing.
heart.
That's what I should be saying. You're
That's
right.
what it's saying.
They have the talent.
Because he said it himself. He said the best player on his team is Cat.
Yeah.
The most talented player on the team is, I don't know if he said talented, but I think it was most talented player.
Athletic.
Okay, maybe athletic.
Yeah.
Was Andrew Wiggins. And he said most dog was him. And that's what they missing is dog.
Right.
If they had dog, if they had any type of heart.
God gifted. But yeah, what you say?
He said gifted, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Most gifted was Andrew Wiggins, right?
Mm.
So he's saying those guys are better than me.
Right.
These guys are better than me. But they don't have no heart.
That's exactly
and
what
that's
I'm
how I
saying.
felt. Like players were like, "Oh man, I would start a team with Cat. I wouldn't start a team with Cat, man."
I used to feel like that.
I saw a team. I saw him in the playoffs getting punked.
Yeah.
He was getting punked by Clint Capella and Houston.
Yeah.
He was getting punked. I'm like, how you that big? You can't have. There's no way you can have 8 points taking 8 shots.
Right.
You too big. You supposed to be on the post. Give me the fucking ball.
And bullying.
Yeah, but give me the ball.
Right.
I don't care if they didn't give me the ball. No, you call for the ball and you don't pass it when y'all getting blown out. Go get some shots. Go get some buckets.
Right.
He just played too soft for me. Like he was too soft in the post. Clint Capella ain't that great. Clint Capella, he's decent.
Yeah. I
don't
He's decent.
think so.
He's tough on defense and he can get you buckets.
Right.
Well
He get
player.
you some bunnies. He get you.
But what
know.
you can step out and shoot the 3.
Right.
You can shoot the mid range.
Yeah.
You got a post game.
Got a post
Back
game.
to so what you doing? Clint Capella ain't gonna guard you everywhere.
Right.
So what you doing?
Yeah.
He's soft. He's soft to me, and
that's
just
it.
like
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler was saying. That's what showed me he was soft.
Exactly.
Because I thought he was a beast before I saw them playoff
I
games.
thought so too.
I thought he was a fucking monster. I thought he can do it everything. He's very skilled. He's very talented.
For a big
but
man. Right.
Jimmy Butler saw what I saw, or I saw what he saw.
Right.
If he had probably been seeing it,
He been seeing it. He had been seeing
So
it.
I saw what
He
he
probably
saw.
saw it in practice.
and so I
And knew.
so I saw what he
You
saw.
beat these guys with the third
Like,
string.
come on,
These
man.
guys
What y'all
don't even
doing?
play, man.
What y'all doing?
Like,
Yeah.
Jeff T.
Hold on. 2 of the guys probably ain't even on the team. They
Yeah, they probably like
They
training
said-
camp
Yeah,
guys.
training camp guys.
Training
G
camp
League.
guys.
janitor, man. Like,
He said the janitor.
dude,
Like what y'all doing? How y'all let him beat you like that?
that's honestly
It's
embarrassing.
embarrassing, and they should feel embarrassed.
Right.
They really
They
should.
should feel embarrassed every time, and when
you
you
should
don't
wanna
want to
leave.
compete and you are a competitor, that is the most annoying
thing.
shit.
Yeah.
Being around guys,
Being
who ain't
around
on the
guys that
same
don't wanna
yes,
compete.
same level as you.
It's
right.
annoying
mentally and everything.
deep down inside. Like you hate being there, so I understand exactly why he don't want to fucking be there.
Yeah,
I understand exactly why he wants to be traded,
yeah.
or he wants one of them to get traded. Well, they
Right.
signed. Who did they just sign to extension? Was it Cap? Did they sign
Yeah.
Cap to extension?
It was Cap.
So he's
I
not going
think
anywhere.
Wiggins just signed. last
Wiggins
year, I
signed
think.
too.
Yeah,
Okay,
Wiggins
fine.
signed.
So they both got an
They
extension.
stuck there.
Yeah, they ain't going
So
nowhere.
I would get the fuck
people-
about it. I would get the fuck about it. Do you think the Miami trade is gonna get done?
I keep hearing
I
about.
think it's gonna get done.
I think they have to do
I think.
something.
I think because they're gonna after this they're gonna walk back to the table because I think Wiggins and Cat gonna go back inside and they're gonna whisper, tell him we can't play with him.
Well,
They ain't gonna
Either
say it to
that,
his
I
face.
would. So for me, if I was Jimmy Butler, I would fuck up every single practice. Just like I'm not playing with them. Give me these guys. I don't want to build no chemistry with them. Give me these guys off the bench. I'll run with them, whoop their ass, and show y'all what the problem is. Because it ain't me.
Right.
It ain't me.
Yeah.
Clearly, it's not me. I'm coming to give y'all everything I got. And that's what I want out of them. If they're not gonna give me everything, I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
Why are we here? It's no reason that Cat should have 8 points in the playoff game.
Yeah.
Just like Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons, he has to work on his game because I understand that you can get to the hole whenever you want to. You should never have 1 point in a basketball game.
Ever.
No basketball game.
Ever.
And he's not soft. He was going to the hole and trying to, and that's the difference between him and Cat for me.
Right.
He was going to the hole and trying to get his buckets and stuff like that. Cat was looking scared and passive, didn't want to shoot the ball, and here, I'll give you the ball back on the screens, and I set a pick for you and all that type of shit. For me to see that, I understand exactly where Jimmy Butler is. I agree with everything he says. So if Jimmy Butler is not there, he's not. They're not in my top 8. They're not in my top 10. I think the West is strong. So if Jimmy Butler's not there, they're not in my top 10.
Yeah, without Jimmy Butler, yeah. Just hearing that and seeing that and what's happened before he got there and what happened when he got there, yeah. I don't.
Unless
see
they
it
get
being
if they get a guy, like if they get one of those guys that, I don't see who from Miami besides Dion. Waiters.
Yeah, they talking about that Bam and Medaille guy, but
Man,
I mean,
yeah. He's a force on the.
No, but I don't think
middle.
that's what they need.
No, they need a guy that's gonna put the ball in the bucket. That's not scared to take that shot. Yeah.
Score.
Yeah. So if they go to Miami, I don't know. That'd be a good move for Wade. Put Wade over in the West.
Yeah, Wade ain't going there.
I'm just saying.
I know.
Wade is
don't even try it. He probably hit him up
Like,
as soon as he heard that trade. Don't even think about it.
Pat Riley. I slapped. Oh, going to I forgot the Khabib shit. Did y'all see Khabib take the picture in front of Dana White car? I was like, you better give me my belt, or I was gonna fuck your shit up in front of Dana White. I'm like, this motherfucker is real life thugged out, man. Like, he don't give a fuck, man. He real life thugged out, and I fuck with it. I fuck with everything he's done. Because even when he jumped over the banister, he wasn't going after nobody in the crowd besides that guy, the trainer.
The trainer.
Yeah,
he was talking mad shit.
He was talking mad shit. He wasn't going after. He wasn't trying to hurt nobody in the crowd. And did y'all see the way he jumped into the crowd?
Yeah, he dove in here first. He dove in
into the crowd. Yeah. Like, this nigga is real life ill. He ill, man.
I think the funniest thing for me was after the fight, they showed a picture of him at his house with his family.
Oh yeah,
and
watching
he
the
had
fight,
his robes on with pizza,
and they
watching the fight. Him beating his ass.
Watching the fight.
That's all he was doing.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was cool.
But yeah, if Jimmy Butler's not there, I don't think Minnesota's my top 10. You can finish off your. You at 6.
Like 6.
You at 7. You had Minnesota. You had Minnesota at 7.
Minnesota at 7, and I don't know. I'm gonna go out here on a limb and say Dallas.
Dallas
8.
I was going Dallas 8.
Dallas 8.
I was going Dallas 8 or 9 because I think they're gonna fight with Memphis. Dallas gonna fight with Memphis.
You got San
They're
Antonio?
gonna fight with. I got San. No, he didn't have San
No,
Antonio.
I didn't.
Okay.
I got San Antonio at 7.
Okay.
They're gonna fight with.
So yeah.
8 gonna fight with. It's gonna be Memphis, Dallas, Portland.
Fighting for the 8th.
Fight for 8.
That seems. Yeah, I think Portland.
And the Clippers. The Clippers gonna be fighting.
I like their team.
The Clippers gonna be fighting.
I don't think they have a star.
No, yeah, the Clippers gonna be fighting.
The team, yeah.
Doc is always gonna have his team fighting. So my top is Golden State, of course. LA, Houston, OKC, Denver.
That's 5.
That's 5. San Antonio, I guess. Memphis, Dallas. San Antonio, Portland.
Even without San Antonio, you said I'm at 6?
San Antonio at 6. San Antonio, because I think they win games.
Matters.
Yeah, he win games. He always has his team to around 6 through 8. Or actually, most of the time they're 3.
Yeah.
1 through 3. I think they're falling off.
The dynasty. Yeah.
The dynasty's gone. So I think they'll hover around 6 through 8. So I'll put them in at 6. Portland at 7. Memphis at 8. Dallas right on the outside. If Minnesota's there, Minnesota's in 7, 8.
I got
you. Lonzo's back.
What's today?
They playing today. Yeah, they playing
right
today.
now.
They playing right now.
It comes on them like
7.
right now. It's right now.
Real quick. Go ahead.
Yeah, Lonzo is playing.
I'm hyped.
I
think LeBron sees something we don't too because he's hyped.
I've been telling y'all that.
Well, let me not say we don't see, but a lot of these other guys that don't.
I've been telling y'all that Lonzo is a motherfucking dog.
He's smart. That's what I think.
He's smart, but for him to play the point guard position, he's 6'7", man. Yeah. Y'all gotta understand how big that is.
Yeah.
He's 6'7". Most point guards you see,
he's an underrated defender.
The biggest are 6'4".
Yeah.
So he's gonna tower. He got long arms, and he's gonna tower over guys. He got long arms. He goes to rebound the ball.
Yeah.
He sees the floor crazy.
Sees the floor.
His speed on the floor is insane.
He can run.
He can make it to the basket. He's a little stronger this year.
Yeah, I heard it.
He's a
he
little
like
stronger.
20 pounds, something like that?
I don't know if it was 20 pounds.
15.
But he's stronger.
Yeah. And he's had an offseason to work, man.
And his shot is going to be better than what everybody
thinks. It's definitely going to be better.
He's going to be better than everybody thinks. I see you looking, but I've been saying this about Lonzo. I think Lonzo's better than what everybody.
I think my biggest thing
I'm
with
just
Lonzo,
laughing because He's like an echo. You say
Like a hype
something,
man almost?
yeah, you the hype man.
That's why I wanted to make sure I said my
don't,
point.
Don't come from my dog's neck. Like
And
that.
I don't even be listening to
I'm
the
just
guy over
saying.
here that holding the mic.
I'm just saying.
Don't come for his
He
neck.
sound like your hype man.
Don't come
Look, for
don't
me-
come for his neck like that.
I'm not worried about that. But I watched Lonzo in college, okay?
Yeah.
And I seen what he can do, and I seen the way he plays and the difference the team is when he's on the court. Because, like Rondo said, he's a smart guy. And when you're smart, you make things happen. And forget what you saying, but he's 6'7" at the one position. Let me not echo, because I see your point. But I do that on purpose, though. But what I'm saying is, he's a guy that can, and he's an underrated defender. And I watched him play last year. He can defend. I seen him. Look, did you guys see the game against the Wizards?
Oh, which
No,
game?
I did not.
Which game against the Wizards?
Well,
The Lakers, I'm assuming.
I'm just saying.
He's
I
talking
remember.
about Lonzo.
They played 2. So,
Okay.
all
Well,
right. They played 2.
All
So
I'm
that's why
saying is,
that's why I said which game against the Wizards.
John Wall, obviously, that was the talk.
Right,
And
right.
he definitely held his own.
Oh yeah,
And that's all I'm saying.
Exactly. I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's a
He did-
specific point.
He did hold his own.
You know.
And you brought that point up, so don't listen to what this guy got to say.
Whoever this guy is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
whatever.
So don't listen to what this guy got to say.
Ain't nobody trying to hear this. Ain't nobody trying to hear this.
Oh,
So,
Look,
go
I
ahead.
think Lonzo is right where he needs to be, which is coming off the bench.
he's starting this game. He's
But for
starting-
the season, he's coming off the bench.
Why? Why would they?
Do you
put him
really
on
think
the
that
bench?
he should start? I mean, come off the bench?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
Why?
What does
You
Rondo
don't
got?
think it wouldn't be better for Rondo to play with those other guys?
No.
Okay, I'm listening.
He's okay. So why?
Yes.
Why? Because Lonzo is more of a floor general. He's a proven veteran.
Okay.
You know,
So does he need to play
he
with
has
LeBron?
he has the mentality to handle that. The playing with
Okay.
LeBron is not an easy task. I know
Right.
it sounds easy because LeBron make everything look easy, but
No, it's never sounded easy.
it's not an easy task to play with LeBron. You know, I think right now with his
I got it coming up, so we're not gonna miss the.
okay,
You're not
What do
gonna
you
miss
think
the.
about?
Yeah.
with the youth and everything that's going on with him, I think right now he needs to come off the bench. This is a big stage. You're not just playing for the Lakers anymore. You're playing with LeBron and the Lakers now. So every game where games wasn't being televised before, every game is being televised. Where you wasn't the game of the week, you're the game of the week now.
The Lakers still had a bunch of games. They
I
had
mean,
about 14 games.
True,
almost.
but
now
now
they got 30.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And you know, expectations are stepped up a lot now.
I get you. But I feel the game is different when Lonzo's on the floor. I think you're going to see whenever you watch him play. I don't know how many times you're going to catch him play, but the game will be different because if Rondo, if I feel like his shot is going to be better. If he comes out and his shot is that much better, he's going to be able to stretch the floor better. Yeah, he's in the starting lineup today with it's Rondo. I mean it's Ball, Bron, Cole Pope, Bi, and then JaVale McGee. That lineup is crazy. The whole shit is crazy, man. Like you got Rondo come on bench, Lance, Kyle Kuzma, Josh Hart. They're pretty solid.
They got guys, man.
Yeah, and they're pretty deep.
Yeah.
Michael Beasley's not in a rotation right now, which I think that's. I mean, I can understand
That's
it.
a drug test.
Dude, I don't know. He
Michael,
got hurt.
when
I
he
don't know.
ain't when it was the last time he been.
I don't know. I'm
But it was drug
just
test.
bullshit. I'm just
Oh.
bullshit.
Michael Beasley, he's solid, and the last couple of years he was solid in New York. But I think Lonzo can be that guy. What you feel about him saying that? I think he said Lonzo's a young king. He either said Lonzo was a young king or Bi was a young king.
LeBron?
Yeah, LeBron.
Right.
I know he said Lonzo. He might have said both though, but I know he said.
I thought it was Lonzo and what's the name for Philly? Simmons.
Okay, so calling him a young king, what you feel about that?
You know, I think
Because the thing, people were coming at it as, like they say everybody's the GOAT nowadays. They do something.
Yeah, I think LeBron he's trying to pay them a compliment, and young kings are princes. They're prince. You know what I'm saying? You ain't there yet. You got potential. and one day you may be the king. Not yet.
Okay, but I don't even think he's coming at him like that. I think he's calling as like young man, young black man. He's lifting him up like you're a young king.
I get you on that,
and that's
definitely.
right. And nobody was saying. I didn't see anybody saying that. I saw everybody like, "Well, you can't. Everybody can't be the king. Who's the king now?" I didn't think he was coming like that. Yeah. I feel like he was coming at them, trying to build them up.
A lot of people look at it because I feel his title is
right,
the king.
Right, but I'm saying as the young king, I think he's trying to build these young black men up in a society that tears us down.
Yeah. I can go with that.
So I think all these reporters are missing the point on him saying young king.
And they usually do. Yeah.
I feel like it wasn't even about basketball. I feel like he meant like you're a young king in the making. Like you guys are young kings
right.
in this world.
Right.
Yep.
You count, you matter. I think he meant it from that way than more of a basketball aspect.
I can feel you on that.
And I kept saying, I'm like, man, y'all are missing. Y'all, I don't even see how this is hard to miss.
Uh-huh.
Even it wasn't just like white reporters. I saw Shannon talking about it. Like everybody can't be the young king since he's the king. Like I don't even think he meant it like that. As in LeBron, I don't think LeBron meant that as in that. As young king, everybody's a young king of basketball. I don't think he meant it like that. And I'm just hyped about my Lakers, man. I'm hyped about my Lakers. I think LeBron adds a dynamic that the Lakers need.
I almost say confidence.
But you know who I saw play with some crazy confidence? Brandon Ingram.
And that's exactly who I'm looking at, and I was waiting to say what I had to say. I mean,
go ahead and say, because that would we be on the same wavelength. Fuck what he talking about. We on the same wavelength. Go ahead. I'll let you take the point.
Okay. Well, first he had
an
an interview.
No point. He has no point.
You got a point. You about to say it.
Well, first I seen this interview, and he was speaking about how he hadn't played his best game.
Right.
And if the biggest thing for me with Ingram, I mean, you can talk about his length, but I think his confidence, you see a difference.
Okay.
And I think when you play with LeBron, or him playing with LeBron, he's showing a lot more confidence. And LeBron, he sees it too. Yeah. And that's another boost of confidence when you hear it from the guy. And I don't know. I think I've been reading a lot of stories on Ingram, and one specifically, I guess, when he was playing LeBron one-on-one during practice, and they were going at it, and he was talking about how his shots weren't falling and things like that. But I think for me, you can just kind of see what his potential is.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing for me is his potential, and he can really do everything for me. And I think, you know what, I actually congratulate the Lakers because they kind of set him up for this. Like they made him play point guard in his beginning years, and now that it's his third year, I think you're gonna see something different. That's what I think. That's just really how I feel about it.
And we gotta forget. I don't even think he's 21 yet.
I think he is just 21.
Did he just turn 21? Yeah. Fine. This kid just turned 21.
He's been in the league for 2 years.
Yeah, and he's been in the league for 2 years, man. He just turned 21. He's filling out his frame.
Slowly but surely.
I think he's gonna be good enough. I don't know if he's gonna be Scottie Pippen.
And that's what they say though. They say that's part of the reason why they didn't go after Kawhi, because they put their trust in what they've seen with.
But Ingram. I wouldn't go give up 3 pieces for Kawhi.
Well, yeah, you don't give up 3 pieces. You don't give up 3 quality pieces for Kawhi, especially with there's always a possibility that Kawhi could come.
Yeah.
But that was the biggest thing.
But even if he doesn't come, you still don't give up these 3 young pieces for one player. One player who happened to be temperamental anyway.
Yeah.
You know, scheme.
Man, like
that alone right there would have squashed the deal for me.
Like, bro, I don't want to play with this nigga. I don't want to play with this nigga. Get this nigga out here.
He would have been like,
it's funny that we didn't see him do that many interviews. I'm so happy we didn't see him do that many interviews.
Exactly.
Thank you, Pop.
Exactly.
Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm so happy that we didn't see him do that many interviews because, God, he's a boring interview.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, he's a fucking boring interview.
He does that. He sounds like the Motel 6 guy.
That guy or the eye guy.
Yeah.
The eye drop guy.
The eye drop guy.
His voice is just as boring.
You got Rising.
That nigga, his interview game is god awful. We touched on D Wade. We talked about D Wade as in a trade pawn. I did anyway, not you guys. I did. But it's his last season.
Absolutely.
Year 16, he's going out with a bang. So I figured
They don't even make the playoffs. Go ahead. Okay.
they might. And they might make the bottom of the playoffs in the East.
I don't care whether they make the playoffs or not, but I think he should have a Kobe game.
I think he'd go out better than Kobe. I mean, I can't say go out better. I think his season will be better than Kobe's season.
Where every shot in that last game, if he feel like jacking it up, he should jack it up.
Yeah, well, Kobe's a different guy.
I don't think he's that guy. Though.
Yeah, Kobe's a different guy. Kobe's
But I got you for sure.
But he should have that respect.
Yeah,
He should have that respect.
and nobody should even question it.
Yeah, he should have that respect. So since
Lonzo not starting. But
he not start,
Yeah. He shouldn't.
he should start.
He should not.
So going to since D-Wade is retiring, I came up with actually this wasn't even my question. My friend he posed this topic: top 5 shooting guards since D-Wade is retiring in history. Just so you know,
In history?
yeah,
Okay.
of all time.
AI.
Is number 1?
No.
Okay, so let's do this in some order. Since you want detail and order, let's have some order here.
I gotta put them in order now. Let's see.
You got
Mike.
So can we just say 4 though?
So we got Mike.
No, we got 5. You go 5.
No, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
Oh, because you saying Michael Jordan is
Mike.
clear.
Mike.
probably 3 for real for
Number
me.
1.
Yeah, okay.
AI.
Over Kobe. This your list. Let me shut up. This your list. Let me shut up.
Kobe.
At what?
3.
Okay.
Zeke. At 4.
He's a point guard.
Who is Zeke?
You talking about Isaiah Thomas,
Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, okay.
but the old Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
Okay.
I'm sure.
I was looking at him and Joe Dumars,
Yeah.
and those two were pretty much interchangeable to me. But he ran point. We had the reason why we even got on this conversation, me and Corey, was because I look at AI different than most people. I think he's a point guard as well.
And that's what I was also going to say when he said him, because I felt like he was more of the point guard. I know Eric didn't.
Because he started his career as a point guard.
Right.
Yeah.
But he moved to the shooting
He moved
guard.
to a shooting guard.
Okay.
He won his MVP as a shooting guard,
guard.
but he scored his most points ever as a point guard. He had his highest scoring season as a point guard. So
That's why they moved him to the shooting guard.
but that was after that.
No, I was just playing.
They had his highest scoring season after. So it's a lot of guys in the league that are combo guys
Right.
Yeah.
that you can really go either way.
Either way.
Yeah.
And he did have Aaron McKee at one point of his career, and he had Eric Snow.
Right.
But he did come in the league as a point guard.
Right.
Because we had that conversation about LeBron too, how LeBron is more than just one player, more than just one position.
Yeah.
Because LeBron actually came in the league as a shooting guard.
Right. He's definitely.
And ended
but
up
as he,
small
forward.
forward, power forward, point forward type of guy.
Mm-hmm.
So you were at 3 with Kobe. That's just always it's always I don't know, because AI is always point guard,
For me, I'd
point
put
guard,
him as
shooting
point
guard.
guard, but I get, yeah, I can. see
He's
that.
there. He's in both joints for me.
Yeah.
So I couldn't argue him being a shooting guard, but I could also put him in my point guard list. He's not a top 5 point guard, but I could put him in my point guard list.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Steph. You consider him a combo guard?
I consider him. I can say him combo guard. He plays the point, but I consider him consider him a combo guard. I consider Russ a combo guard.
Yeah.
I consider James Harden a combo guard.
Yeah.
Magic was point.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, I'm gonna give y'all guys a list of guys.
Jerry West was point guard.
No, Jerry West. He did both. So if you want to go Jerry West, he did both. You got Ray Allen out there. You got Clyde Drexler.
Clyde the Glide.
Reggie Miller.
Yeah. Really.
Joe Dumars. Of course, Dwayne Wade, you still got out there. Tracy McGrady.
That's what I got in my list.
You know what? Honestly, I
know he didn't play that long, but
No, he played a long time.
but I know he hurt himself.
He had great years.
and then he had average years.
He got his injury years.
Yeah. Reggie.
Where at 4?
Yeah. Reggie.
Put
5.
Put Danny Ainge in there.
Nah, I wouldn't put that.
I don't put that age in there neither.
I'm thinking.
You at 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
Just give me one, because we gonna go. Just give me whoever.
I'm trying to think of who was the shooting guard for the Cavs.
J.R. Smith?
No, I'm talking about back in the day.
I don't know.
You talking about Mark Price? But Mark Price
Price
was
was
point
point.
guard, but you talking about Craig Elo.
Craig Egan was he the starting shooting guard?
Yeah, he was starting shooting.
Okay, but
You're not talking about Craig Elo.
yeah.
Harper. Oh, Ron Harper.
Ron Harper.
He's a combo. I'll give you. But you saying top 5 shooting guard?
Yeah, I'm
He
like
was defensive, but it's hard to put in that 5th spot though, man.
You got Dwayne Wade. You got Tracy
Yeah.
McGrady. You got Ray Allen. You said Reggie Miller. You got Reggie Miller. You got
Reggie Miller is my 4th.
Okay, you got Mitch Richmond.
this the
You can use Penny. Penny was a
Penny
combo
good
guard
until he got
And
hurt.
if man,
He was-
that's what I'm saying.
he was good until he
if
got
Penny
hurt.
wasn't, if
If
Penny
Penny-
would be
If he hadn't got hurt,
top 3.
Yeah, Penny
I think
was a
Penny would be
monster.
top
I
3
had him in my 5 too.
if he didn't get hurt those later years. And him and Shaq stayed together. My God,
dude, if they would have stayed together in Orlando,
oh yeah,
they'd
they'd
have
have been undefeatable, unbeatable by the time. Yeah,
okay. Another one of those words.
undefeatable, unbeatable by the time. By the time they sprouted.
Yeah, by the time they matured into it, they'd have been monsters.
So it's guys out there. Yeah. 5. Give me a 5. Give me one 5. Give me one. Just give me one.
D Wade, I guess.
Okay, cool. There you
I got MJ. I got Kobe.
go. Yeah.
I got. I put T Mac.
Okay.
I put Wade, and then I probably put Penny at 5.
Penny at 5.
Mm-hmm.
I go MJ, Kobe, Dwayne Wade, T Mac, Jerry West. My 5.
He was really a
Jerry
2.
West. He played both. He played combo guard.
Man,
Jerry
that's
West.
interesting.
It's Jerry West and Reggie Miller for me. Jerry West and Reggie Miller for me.
Well, and Reggie Miller was right at the threshold for me. Whether I put him in there,
Jerry West was
like
on
6.
Was on the threshold.
Yeah.
He was more on the threshold. You know.
Well, he took those guys to what 8 finals. He
Yeah.
didn't. He only
They
won
only
one.
won one.
He only won one.
But
Oh, and I forgot Elgin Baylor too.
hold on, what? The Big O,
Oscar.
Oscar?
He was combo.
because Oscar was he was the first person to average a triple double.
Yeah. Combo guard. So you can throw him on your list if you want to.
You got to put Oscar up.
Okay. Who you taking off then?
I got to bump. I'm probably gonna bump D Wade.
I won't bump D Wade, but that's cool. I won't bump D Wade.
I probably gonna bump D Wade. You know, I'm a huge D Wade fan. But you know, when you look at what AI did with the squad that he had, he was really a one-man wrecking crew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, Mike is Mike.
Yeah.
Kobe is Kobe.
Yeah.
And Reggie Miller gets on for just what he did to the Knicks.
The Knicks
Yeah.
in 13 seconds.
You know, so
It's really like it's hard to it's hard because it's a bunch of shooting guards, great shooting
because I
guards
mean,
throughout the end.
like I said, you look at what Zeke did. Zeke was and that's Zeke is one of those players I never liked, but I have to give a ton of respect to. You know
He was a dog, man.
Yeah,
He was a dog.
You know, I just didn't like him when he played against the Cavs. I didn't like him when he played against the Bulls. But you cannot do anything other than give a ton of respect to him. You got to give him a ton of respect for the way he played the game, the way he played the game on one leg.
It's the Lakers.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, if you are a competitor in anything, you can be a competitor in checkers.
Okay.
You got to respect that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's hard to put when you're looking at top 5, you know, it's almost that you judge each position, you know, each slot. The number 1 slot is being judged on one thing. The number 2 slot is being judged on something, you know. So, but yeah, that would be my 5.
I gave you my 5. I had one more topic that I wanted to go back over to you guys in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Who we got 2 unbeatens left.
Right.
Who's gonna lose first?
Who gonna lose first?